friends, family, colleagues, acquaintances, enemies, and anyone who has tuned in for just one single episode out of the now 100 episodes of our podcast, I Need a Hobby. And welcome to I Need a Hobby, a podcast. Did I do that right?
Are we changing the name? I Need a Hobby now?
Yeah, well, that was...
all the enemies that I've drinking are I Need a Hoppy beer from one episode.
I know we are going to get into some I Need a Hoppy talk probably. So I got a little ahead of myself.
I think you said and welcome.
Yeah.
I guess that's
right.
weird, right?
No.
I guess this whole
Like
thing's
as
weird.
a sentence, it's weird. Like friends, enemies, and welcome. Like as a sentence, it's
But
weird.
that's kind of
you're
part of
right.
our. That's
I
part
know,
of
I
our.
know.
Like,
the shtick.
But you asked if you did it right, so I'm saying it's kind of
Okay.
a yes and no answer.
yeah,
You're right.
You did it right for the context.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Well, I'm this week's host, Andrew.
Nice.
And to
And
my
welcome.
right, he spent all day preparing for the 101 Dalmatians episode because he got his numbers mixed up, Chris.
Yo.
And to my left, he spent all day envisioning his dream finals between late night television and Black Friday shopping, Alex.
Yo,
And hopefully that dream will become a reality
could
today.
be a good 2 hour of someone's life on Black Friday,
True.
or right before on Thanksgiving night.
Mm.
I'm gonna watch the latest late night and then
Hey,
go Black
I'm
Friday
gonna
shopping.
get up immediately
I'm
and
loving
go
it.
Black Friday
Watch
shopping.
Jimmy Fallon hang out with whoever happens to be around in New York that night.
Yeah.
Whoever didn't go home to their family.
All right, guys. So we're gonna get right to it.
100 episodes.
First of all, what's this podcast about? We don't just have 100 episodes where we talk about nothing, right?
You don't just get there.
yeah, you're
You don't just show up and have your 100th episode.
I'll tell you what it's about, baby. 3 things: blood, sweat, and tears, suckers.
Yeah,
And 3 other
that's
things.
right. This is the episode where we call out everyone who's ever doubted us,
All our
Enemies.
haters.
ever criticized us constructively or otherwise, and
Mostly otherwise.
basically
Look at me
the
now,
people
haters.
who. Right after, I mean, we did have. I mean, it was a vocal majority, but still, after episode 1, that were just. I mean, we got hate mail,
Yeah.
text
Not
messages.
enough Wilhelm scream.
Pokemon Go is for babies.
Oh, I saw someone playing Pokemon Go the other day.
Really?
Is that crazy?
Yeah, that is great. How old are they? 2 years
They
old?
were like
3?
an adult. I was
Oh.
at a baseball game and they were sitting next to me playing Pokemon.
I
Go.
think there is a community of Pokemon
They're out
goers
there
still
still,
out there.
yeah.
They're still out there.
You know what shirt he was wearing? Support your local podcast.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Can you
tough.
believe it?
You were about to go in and hate on him too, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Things have changed.
Yeah. Anyway, we've done it. We've done 100 episodes.
I like the idea that our haters will somehow be like, oh, wow. Like,
Yeah, they changed their mind.
Oh,
even
well,
if they
good
still
for
hate
them.
it, like, oh,
They've done it.
the thing that
They've really done it.
The thing that I hate, they've done for 100 hours.
More than that, honestly.
Yes.
Unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah.
way more than that.
But each week we do a challenge, hobby, or activity, and we tell Chris, and Alex, we tell you guys about it.
Yep.
Every week we work super hard during the 9 to 5, and in this podcast 100 episode history, we work hard during the 5 to 9.
We work so hard during the 9 to 5 and 5 to 9
Mm.
that we don't have time to come up for a pretty well polished script to say at the beginning of every episode, and
No, it's
instead we mess it up every
freestyle.
time.
We
Yeah,
freestyle.
Maybe we should be working hard during the 5 to 8. Give ourselves a brief amount of time to prepare.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that'd be a weird time to prep though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
In the
Yeah.
parking lot outside of
Yeah.
work, writing a script.
I mean, basically,
I feel like
our
I've done that.
our
like,
entire
sure
5
have.
to
before
9.
work.
we go to work thinking about the podcast. We get out of work. We do the hobby for the podcast, or we do the podcast.
For 7 or 8 hours.
It's basically all we've done for the past 100 episodes. So that takes us back. Oh, I don't know, 100 weeks or so
Suckers.
consecutively.
Is that how time works?
Not really,
No.
not really.
The season 2 break was it's in your head.
Couple
Okay,
of breaks.
it was a short one. Yeah. So we truly have almost gone for 2 years, and that'll be another milestone that we will.
I thought you were
reach a
saying
little bit.
that'll be it. That'll call it.
Close though. Anyway, let's get started, guys. So basically, if you're not familiar with the format of this episode, we are going to do.
It's because I haven't told you it yet.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you were around for episode 50,
Sure.
good for you.
Yeah.
Guess what? You've already doubled that somehow. You've stuck through, and we appreciate you
How
for
many
it.
listeners do you think have listened to every episode? 2?
No, I
3?
think enough.
2 to 3. Can you email in if
I
you've
think
listened to
4
every episode?
tops.
No, don't do
Don't
that.
do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
Well, you know what? if you want
No,
to.
no, because now we say don't do that.
Oh.
Now when we get
Ooh.
0 emails, we'll say, oh, it's because we said don't do that.
Wait,
It's
no.
not
How about
because
don't email us if you have listened to every episode.
You know what I do like?
Email us if
good
you
idea.
haven't
Yeah,
listened.
yeah.
So
Then-
we'll get like 10
Right.
emails and then the balance of the earth.
And then
That's a
say,
good idea, that's a
but
good idea.
I'm working on
Yeah,
it.
Sure.
and then the balance of humanity.
We're talking 7 Billy.
It is cool. One thing I like is that I do feel like our like loyal fans who have listened to every episode, like it is like a sense of pride for them, which like makes me happy
so.
for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, like they've
I mean,
heard it all.
yeah,
I
they're
can tell-
wrong, but I hope
I can
so.
tell you, I definitely haven't listened to every episode.
No,
That's
hey,
true, yeah.
But guess what? I lived it, baby.
I've been there for most
I
of
have
them.
napped for a few in between the what's on your mind section.
Yeah, I mean the
the
fantasy football episode. Alex
Yeah.
he was there. Little does everyone know he was there. He just did not say a single word.
Give
It was
a
just
hoot.
like-
I'm not doing this garbage.
All right. Well, you can
Speaking of
you'll
this
have a
garbage.
day of reckoning with fantasy football yet again, Alex, because the format of this episode, similar to our episode 50 hobby off, we've done so many hobbies in the last 50 episodes that we have created an epic tournament where we are going to run down all of the hobbies that we've done. Hopefully in like an hour or so, because you already know we're running long, right, guys? So it's only 6 minutes in. We are running long.
7 minutes in,
I
Andrew's
mean,
gonna
hey.
put his finger up. Whoa, guys, we're running
Guys,
a bit long.
I think we're
here.
going to have to cut what's on your
And
mind.
Andrew's giving us the wrap it up motion.
All right.
Yeah, I can't even say it on the mic. I just have to like do that
Constantly. The
that
last
motion.
10 episodes.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get right into it. We have 32 episodes that we've chosen of our 50 episodes from episodes 51, I believe.
Yeah.
Right. 51.
Mm-hmm.
Catch.
Yep.
I suppose episode 51. Ranging from catch to our most recent episode that we are putting on here,
Most recent,
which
like, hobby.
is
Or challenge or activity.
baking. I believe we are not putting
Makes
on
sense.
job hunt because
It's sad.
Well-
That's a profession. All right, leave that to the 9 to 5.
yeah. Okay, so all those episodes in between, we're going to get right into it. So we have a basically March Madness style bracket. 2 hobbies will face off. We will table the discussion for a little bit briefly. We're going to have a lot to get to, right? We're going to have 31 matchups, so we're going to try to go a little quick. And we will say the pros and cons of each. We will vote all at the same time, correct?
No.
I think last time we
Oh, no,
did
no,
yeah.
right.
But the
finals
the
is at the
final
same
one
time.
will be at
I'm
the same
sorry.
time.
Yeah, right. We don't need to be doing that for the
Final will
the
scream
week
into the
matchups.
mic.
Yeah.
Summer Olympics.
We'll say our thoughts. Yeah, I know. We actually maybe we should do a watching movies versus
Yeah, I was thinking
spoiler
that,
alert
yeah.
for episode 50 versus the newest winner and see
I
who
could
was
be
the
into that.
ultimate hobby. Okay. Let's get right into it. The first episode or the first hobbies that we are going to be going over today.
And we could post the bracket on Instagram.
Yep.
hopefully,
Yep.
right?
The first round,
So you can follow along at home.
match 1 of 31. Jigsaw puzzles versus Black Friday shopping.
Oh, God. The worst of the worst bracket, baby.
All right. So we got to get this order correct. So I guess I'll just, I don't know, probably start with myself. So anyway, as I was saying,
That's fine.
sorry,
What was that voice?
it's me taking over, being a snob. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it to Chris instead, the
all right.
snobbiest of the bunch.
I am pretty snobby. Both holiday time hobbies, I'd say, in my mind, or like family time hobbies, more like it. Like
Okay.
the idea of like a Thanksgiving sitting around doing a jigsaw puzzle.
Mhm.
I haven't really done it
Interesting.
myself, but I can imagine it. Black Friday shopping. We did an episode on it. I obviously.
Mhm.
I think I gave it a decent rating, but looking back on it, it's not something I like really looked forward to.
Mhm.
The times I've done jigsaw puzzles recently have been a lot of fun, so I'm gonna go with that. Puzzles.
Jigsaw puzzles. Okay, Alex, I will let you go here, and I'll
All right.
break the tie if necessary.
You think they're both family hobbies. I think they're both puzzle-based hobbies. Because
Huh?
what am I buying when I go Black Friday shopping? The newest jigsaw puzzle every
Wow.
year.
All right,
And
this
that's
is-
how you know jigsaw puzzles is winning.
Wow.
Okay.
Good one.
I'm not filling out a Black Friday themed jigsaw puzzle, but I can see myself going Black Friday shopping for a jigsaw
Wow.
puzzle.
How about that? The jigsaw puzzle that is just a mad rush of Black Friday. All the stuff that we talked about in the episode that is not good, right?
Yeah, it's
the
not good.
lines, the people wearing
No lines
Mickey
in a
Mouse hats
no lines
that
in
are
a puzzle.
excited for
Right.
it somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not really,
And
but
no lines in the local puzzle shop, I'll tell you that.
No.
oh yeah.
What do you... All right.
I would
Doesn't
be.
matter what you
I mean,
say.
yeah, it's a hard jigsaw puzzles for me. A 3-0 sweep. Moving on to the next round.
Wow.
Let's see if this bracket is interactive or not. Nope. Okay. Well,
That's annoying.
all I
Todd,
feel like I should
Todd,
have figured it out.
strap up your boots. It's
Todd,
gonna be a tough
it's been
episode for you.
100
It says
episodes.
sign up to run this tournament. Maybe I'll just do it
Mm.
real quick. But anyway, the next matchup, meditation versus online dating.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a tough one.
That
It is a tough
good
one. This
That
is a
a
tough
good
one. Oh yeah, once again, like in episode 50, we had so many matches that we were like salivating at the potential of how interesting they are.
I'd say this is
I
one
like
of our
this one.
giddier episodes.
Yeah.
That's true.
So meditation versus online dating. I'm going to start with you, Alex.
Here's the thing.
Hmm.
Meditation, it calms my nerves.
Mhm.
Online dating gets me so dang nervous I can't even talk to a girl when I sit down on an online date with them.
Once again, maybe it's something you want to put together. Hey, go Black Friday shopping for a jigsaw puzzle. Hey, meditate before your Tinder date. Hey, meditate during your Tinder date.
Hey, meditate with your Tinder date.
That's true. That's
Meditate as the date.
Swiping
do you wanna-
swiping could be a meditative.
That could be a form of
activity.
meditation if you're a freaking weirdo and a creep.
If you're a Buddhist
If you
freak.
just love judging people.
We just had someone on the other end just be like, yeah, you know what? He's right.
Yeah,
Alex, you got me again.
here's the thing with meditation though. I said I wanted to keep doing it. It's hard to stick to. You know?
It is.
Someone told me the other day, just do it for 1 minute a day.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna start again. But I'm still swiping, baby. I'm choosing online dating.
Really?
But that was a
Wow.
tough one. That's a tough
That's a
one.
tough one. I'm gonna have
No,
to.
whoa, whoa, hey. Your turn for a tiebreak, Chris.
Oh,
I'm going next.
I think you just called what you chose by telling Chris.
thought you were
was
supposed to
a
sign up for- yeah.
I did, yeah. I mean, I actually wasn't sure about this because I had the same thought about meditation, Alex, where like I don't know, like
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
It's
to our
like- it's like-
listeners. I wish I was doing.
I don't
more, but I
know,
haven't.
like right now, like what can I say? I'd be more excited to do. Maybe online dating, even though I haven't done it, but that's like
Right.
there's actually kind of like a thrill with that compared to
Right.
meditation, which
which
like,
is the opposite of a thrill. It calms your nerves.
wow.
That's no thrill.
True.
And you think I'm
Um,
smooching a girl after I meditate? Well, I guess neither. Usually it's neither. I'm smooching them after online dating. You know, I'm not doing that either.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
guess I can't use
that's
that.
true.
I'm choosing meditation. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you know what? I actually think I'm gonna switch because meditation
Switch to what?
to online dating.
Okay.
Like, there will be no tie. It's that meditation meditation is good, but it's not something that I can say that after our episode that I said yay and then like I realized like
There's no smooching involved.
maybe that right. You know, what's
Yeah.
more fun? Smooching or
That's
meditating?
Andrew for every
Yeah.
hobby.
I don't know. It just isn't that like
Yeah.
rewarding for me, I
Yeah.
guess.
I think we talked about it in the episode almost. Like it was like a. It's something that you just kind of. It's I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
it's good in the long term probably, but it
Mhm.
doesn't give you that immediate.
Yeah,
Satisfaction.
I'll say I would have picked meditation probably just because like part of it obviously I don't have any interest in online
Mhm.
dating these days. But it is something that I
Your
continued
girlfriend's not listening, dude.
All
I
right.
see you on
Hell,
Bumble right now.
I'm it's for meditative purposes. But meditate it's something that I did carry on a little bit.
Right.
But like mostly like the mindfulness stuff, which I'm still a fan of.
Right.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I'd like online dating to make a maybe it'll make a run. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah,
can
you
see
know
it.
what? All right, so online dating wins.
All right. Well, I have created an account, but I'm not sure if I can edit this right now. It's all good though.
We'll figure
We can
it
just do it. All right. Next up is late night television versus driving.
out. Well,
Not really related. So can we relate this somehow? Hey, you ever been driving?
Oh, I got it.
and turn on your TV.
Carpool karaoke,
Oh.
suckers.
Mm-hmm.
One of my
Best of
least
both
favorite
worlds.
shows. No, not really.
I'm
that
going
a
to start
show?
with this one.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have to talk. You're right. We don't have to talk about carpool
Carpool
karaoke.
karaoke. Hey, save that for the late night episode, dude. Late night television. I like it. I said that. I've still thought this. Maybe it's one of those. You know those things like you've talked about this, Alex. That you see a movie with a good rating and you're like, it's probably good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember watching late night television.
All
and
right, you go in with like you go in almost with an opinion already. on
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
I remember
So it
thinking in
skews
my
your
head
real
like,
opinion.
like I think Conan is funny, and then I watched his show and I was like, I think Conan is funny,
Right.
and then I saw other people say, I think Conan is the funniest late night. So like
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like,
You're
okay,
Okay, he is.
I like Conan then, you know,
Right.
even though like
I agree that
don't
he's the funniest late night.
really, but like I like him, but once again, like, am I going to take the time to watch late night television? First of all, maybe I should just be meditating or sleeping, right? At that hour. Come on,
driving.
Conan.
Or driving.
How about you start your show at 10 p.m. or something? Maybe I'm going to watch. Not at
Yeah.
midnight, not
You
at
think,
12:30.
you think I could watch a late night show?
I know. Seriously, put it on
A Conan
Netflix.
hour?
Yeah,
Suckers.
put the late night show on
Jesus
Netflix.
Christ.
Hey,
Let
yeah.
me watch it the next morning.
Season
Binge style.
Season 2018, episode 364, right? Just every day.
Well,
I don't know.
I think that shows that like people don't like. At least a lot of people our age aren't watching late night TV because we're watching Netflix that late.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I think I'm going to have to go with driving. I didn't get to much of the pros, but I'll just save it for later.
they've heard the
if it-
episode.
if it
we
makes
we
it
loved
further.
driving in the episode.
Driving's a lot of fun. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Chris.
I can go quick too. I just quick. Not like how Andrew did. I not a big fan of late night TV. Whenever I see it, it's funny, but it's not something I ever seek out. Driving, a good car ride, we talked about this in the episode. A good like hour and a half ride with like a friend or
So
two.
good.
A perfect conversation length.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, it's a good time. I'm a fan of driving.
Okay. Driving.
But
I
I
would
will
also go
say
driving.
I will say there are things about driving that could easily make me turn against it
dislike.
in the next round.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flat tires.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on flat tires. Are you
Stopping for
kidding me?
gas even.
Yeah. All of a sudden we all switch. Did you go, Alex?
I said driving.
I
I
just
kind of
moved on.
whispered
All right.
it
That's
off
all right.
mic.
Next up.
Agree.
Ooh, this is actually a very tough one for me. One of those personal matchups that makes you excited.
The giddiest episode yet.
Card games versus escape rooms.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm getting a little giddy too.
Yeah, card games. One of our first episodes after 50.
I think that was
believe.
episode 52.
Might have been 52 as like
It's 52
yeah.
pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I've been getting back into card games recently. Played with my brother on the 4th. A lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what I
I
guess.
am liking it. Escape rooms. We obviously had a great time. I mean, maybe it was just me, but I had a great time.
Are you going
there.
first? Is that what
No,
you're
I'm
saying
just
this?
I'm just thinking out loud.
Let's pick
But
someone to go first then.
Alex is gonna go first.
All right. I haven't gone back to the escape room since.
Right.
So like,
But that's normal. You
I
can
know that
still
is
like
normal
it.
because it's escape rooms.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning towards escape rooms, but the fact that I haven't gone back since makes me not want to choose it. But honestly, I don't like card games are just cool to me. They're nothing special. So escape rooms, easy.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. Am I next? Yeah, I am next. No.
You
wait.
make up the order. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The order's crazy now. Okay, I'm going.
Butter pecan.
Actually, you know what? No, Chris, you're going. You're going.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Alex. Escape rooms. I think card games. I think they both kind of have similar. Like the right game is with a similar amount of people, like 4-ish, 5-ish.
Oh, as escape rooms?
Yeah.
You mean?
I don't know, but I also like a one-on-one card game. But
That's
I think
true. They're two like group hobbies.
I'll say the escape room was one of my favorite like single day activities we've done for
I
this
agree.
podcast.
I
I
agree.
left like that was a fun time.
I mean, yeah, it was bonding. We all got food after. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's one of my favorite episodes too. I
Yeah,
think
and
it was just a
my-
nice
Yeah, good time.
We're starting to plan a thing at work where we're gonna do some sort of team building
Mhm.
activity. You know, I'm pitching.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I'm doodling escape
Definitely
rooms.
pitch escape room, like for
escape
sure.
rooms near me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I actually, as much as I just lauded escape rooms, I probably would have said card games here just because I think I probably mentioned in the episode, but the simplicity,
It's true. It's one
it's
of
52, cards that
Simplicity
you
or
can do
or complexity.
thousands of
You know
games.
what I mean?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Like it's just there's a lot you can do. It's a lot of fun. It's simple. Costs a couple bucks.
it's one of like it's a tried and true hobby.
Right.
But hey, listen, we're not just doing hobbies.
Yeah,
suckers.
it's kind of like
challenges and activities too.
Magic Tricks had a run to the Elite 8 in the last one because it was just so tried and true,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm okay with escape rooms moving on.
You're
It's
right though.
definitely a
4th of
good
July
matchup.
weekend, I brought
Good
a deck. We had a deck of cards with us almost everywhere we went.
Mhm.
Me and my friends. So
Mhm.
it was like, it was a good time.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Trivia and chess.
Ooh, that's a
Ah.
very good one.
I
It's
know.
upsetting. It's upsetting. All right, who's going first?
Chris will be going
I don't
first.
want to.
start it
Hey,
off.
I don't want to show my hand. I'll save that for the poker.
Save
section.
it, yeah, we do a poker.
I don't want to reveal what I'm gonna do with my queen. I'll say this is a good matchup for me. These are two of my favorite hobbies. Trivia is something that I seek out. I do fairly often.
Can I ask if you still play HQ?
No, I don't.
I know I don't play it
Yeah,
either.
I
still
I
follow.
wonder why. It's almost as if it was a stupid
Yeah.
fad.
That's true.
I follow Scott on Instagram.
Still a fan of Scott. I don't. I always have fun at trivia,
This is a good one for you, Chris.
and chess. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but chess is a hobby I've continued.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still
you
find
have,
myself
you have
playing it a
mentioned
good
that.
amount.
Yeah.
10 blitz.
So it's tricky.
Oh, no, 10 blitz.
I'm gonna have to go with right now with what I've been doing. I gotta say chess.
Nice.
It's a lot of
Chess.
fun. And I think just listeners at home, if you want to try it, the chess.com app, I think we talked about in the episode.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can just play people from all over the world about your skill level.
Do they
Yeah.
do,
It's a lot
do
of
we
fun.
ever share our names on there?
I don't know.
I don't even know what my chess.com name is.
Nah,
Whatever.
Yeah.
Email
well,
us if you want it.
Yeah.
You can play us.
You could play us. Yeah, that'd be fun. And I agree with you, Chris. I've mentioned in the trivia episode that I I don't know. Trivia to me just got really stale, I would say.
It's annoying
is
because
really hard to do well.
the trivia that we went to, like, we did pretty well. I would
Exactly.
say.
That was exactly
If
it.
we didn't
Like,
compare ourselves to anyone else, we would have been like, oh, we did
we're
well.
proud of us. Oh, we
And
got
then
a
we
couple
got
that we
second
didn't
to
know.
last
Yeah.
or something
Yeah,
crazy
we
like
just
that.
got absolutely smoked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, another thing that I don't like about it is, like, for some people, this is kind of rude, I guess, but, like, for some people, like, it is their hobby, and they're, like,
They brag
kind of, like,
about it.
smug about it.
I
you
know.
Yeah,
we talked about
that's
this in the
true.
Like,
episode, I think.
weirdly,
Yeah.
like,
and
more
you can
than
tell
other
the people
hobbies.
right when you
It's
walk in.
called
Like, people
trivia.
care.
Like, it's
People
literally-
care that
It's
they're
literally trivial.
people like to flex. You know,
If the
People
other
like to
teams
flex with
there
trivia.
were like, oh, I wonder what the second to last place team is thinking right now. People love trivia. Those jerks. It's useless
Right, all
knowledge. Like,
So chess, I also had a love-hate relationship with, but I've also, Chris, I've been playing chess. I also like getting back from a long day, play a couple games of chess. I mean, I feel like I do better if I'm, well rested, right, not blundering.
Yep.
But it's like maybe it is kind of like meditation for me. I don't know.
All right, how about this? Quick question. So you choosing chess?
Yeah.
Would you
too.
rather blunder
Mhm.
or miss an easy trivia question?
Yikes. Dude,
That's a blunder.
blundering
I, like-
is brutal because I'm actually at the point in
I've
chess where
cried at a
I
blunder.
rarely blunder. Like,
All right, shut up, dude. You're worse than those trivia nerds.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I know Anne Hathaway's birthday. Shut up.
it makes it that much worse,
Yeah.
like just hanging a piece,
Well, I think I play.
getting a fork.
I don't play. You guys are saying like you'll play a couple of games. I assume you mean Blitz.
Yeah.
I don't play Blitz as much anymore.
Mhm.
I'll do like a 1-day game so I can take my time in the move. So then a blunder really hurts because the
Yeah.
games go. Sometimes the games
Yeah.
go like a week and a
day,
half or
yeah.
so.
Yeah, and you're just like,
And all
oh
of a
my
sudden I
gosh.
look and I'm like, why did I do that?
But
Like I had all day to do
this is a good question. Missing an easy trivia question, like that's one of the
frustrating.
worst feelings.
Especially when
'cause
you
you're
hear
just
the
like,
answer.
Oh, like
or like
Also, when you're between two and
Yeah,
you
you
get
get the other
pick the
one.
wrong one.
or like when you're with a team. And I remember like we had one where Chris was the only one who knew the answer.
Oh, that's a great
And
feeling.
like, when you know the answer and you're the only one, you don't want to say like, "Oh, I'm 100% sure."
Yeah, you don't
because
do
if
that
you're
guy.
wrong, you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I think
yeah.
that's a blunder when you're the only one. You're like, "Oh no, this is it,"
yeah.
and then it's Jurassic Park 2 or something like that
Yeah.
instead, and you're like, "Oh dang, that's
it.
a true blunder."
All right,
All
so
right, so chess. That's the three.
you would say
yeah, I'd
chess?
say chess.
all right, so only one tough one, which was card games and escape rooms, I believe. Or did you say? Did you say online dating, Chris? Or
Nope.
you said meditation.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a 2-1 victory for online dating.
I
All
like how
right.
I shook my head like the listeners could hear what I said.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Chris all of a sudden
Chris was
quiet.
like, "Shut up, my girlfriend's listening." Shaking his head frantically.
All right, the next one, a weird one for sure. 2 hobbies that you would never put together.
I hope you're
like,
keeping track of this.
I got it. Yeah, peanut butter and mustard, American Ninja Warrior, and personal finance.
Ooh,
This is tough.
God.
I will start. I will say that American Ninja Warrior was that was a while ago now. Last summer,
We
I
went
believe.
to a gym that had things from the American Ninja
I would
Warrior
compare
show.
it to like
Right,
the
we went to a
escape room.
ninja gym. Like
we treated it like an activity or like a not as a hobby. Like,
Yeah.
like the escape room.
Let's
where it's
see
like
what
we
we
just
can
did
do
it
here.
once.
Yeah.
the gym was kind of weird. I remember you said, Alex, that like you told someone you were going, and they said, "Isn't that like for kids' birthday parties or something?" Which
It
is
was.
kinda true.
It was, but there are adults on the show. So
Right,
it's-
right.
And there are adults
It
that
was
train at that
fun.
It
gym.
was for kids, incredibly jacked guys, and the three of us.
Basically.
Pretty much.
But like we all had the same opinion. We're like, okay, that was cool. Like,
Yeah.
let's never do that again. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
like it wasn't bad. Personal finance, not really like a comparable hobby at all, but super like fun to do. I had a like
Not
I
for
was like
kids.
the treasurer of my like house this year with my roommates.
That's
and
what you called yourself.
that was a lot of fun. What, like the king
treasurer?
or the
No, the treasure. You gave yourself that title.
No, I was the treasurer. I was
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
I was the self-proclaimed treasurer.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
are you talking about?
Yeah. Just letting the truth
And
flow.
apparently the king as well.
Yeah, I had everyone. I owned everyone's treasure because I just never gave it back, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
trusted me.
Life hack suckers.
Well, yeah, that's a life hack. Hey, personal finance. Just
How about
take everyone's
fraud?
money. I had fun with it. I'm gonna go personal finance. We'll see what do you guys think. Let's go with it. Let's go with Alex.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I chose last one. Yeah, I don't know. American Ninja Warrior is cool, but like
Stop right there.
but it's not. So you no, it's like it's interesting, I guess. It wasn't set up well enough for us to be like, oh, I want to go back. If it was set up like the escape room, for example, was like very well produced. They put so much effort into that room. This one kind of looks like I could have set this up in my garage. You know, same stuff. So maybe if it was set up differently, like I don't know, like it's a big contest and everyone does it like a road race almost.
Yeah.
Maybe that'd be better.
Yeah.
Personal finance ain't no setting that up, baby.
Yep.
It's just gold. Literally, it's just gold. I'm choosing personal finance.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, I'll agree. I didn't have a great time at the Ninja Warrior gym. We kind of talked about it. I couldn't really do a lot of the stuff there, and most of us couldn't.
And it's not like we're not fit.
Yeah,
we're not fit, but that's not why.
And it's like, while personal finance might not be fun, if you do it, you're making yourself money. So
right. And it's like interesting
yeah,
for
it's
what
interesting.
it is.
I'm a fan of it. So going with that.
Personal finance. All right, personal finance. Moving on. Next challenge is
is figuring out what's next.
Hobby or activity is okay. Oh, such a weird one. Oh my god, I didn't even know we put this one on here. Jesus. NFL Combine versus YouTube.
Ooh.
So for the fans, we did
definitely
NFL Combine. We did some of the events from the Combine.
Yeah,
we've done it twice.
The 40,
the missing episode.
The missing episode. Yeah, the 40-yard dash, the broad jump, the not the bench press,
the episode,
the vertical jump, and then a couple drills and
my hamstring fell off.
It did.
Listen to the episode for more.
YouTube. We just watched a bunch of YouTube videos.
Yeah. I can start this one off.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
The Combine was fun. I think that's a good thing to do with some friends.
Yeah,
like,
the Combine was like low key.
It was a
really
nice
fun.
day. It's just something to do.
Yeah, today I was like looking through all the episodes to think, just to like have some opinions on them, and I was thinking NFL Combine type thing would be a kind of fun like bachelor party thing.
Yeah.
You know, my bros, let's run some 40s.
Yeah.
But that being said, like, I don't want to train to get better at that specifically. It's not an interest of mine. YouTube, I find myself on the site most days, I guess. Recently, me and my girlfriend have been doing a thing where end of the night we'll be like, hey, let's watch some sports bloopers. Going on to YouTube.
That's nice.
Sports bloopers.
A fun way to cap off the day. I'm going with YouTube.
All right. Alex, you want to go next?
Yeah. I guess I agree. The NFL Combine was like interesting, but I could never see myself doing it again. It's not like something where I'm like, oh, I haven't done the NFL Combine in a while.
because it's not like a
hey, and text a bunch of
workout,
buds.
really. You know what I mean? It's like
and it's not
it's
like
toning a specific skill that isn't like
right.
that.
Because even
exciting,
like
I don't know.
Ninja Warrior, if I was more into it, or like Bodeborg when we did that, or escape rooms, I could be like, oh, I haven't done this in a while. Let me check it out.
Let me give it a shot. Yeah.
NFL Combine, I think to me it's like a one and done. YouTube, I'm on literally every day of my life, probably. Maybe that's not true, but a lot.
Okay.
And as hobbyists, it's perfect. Like,
it's
if you want to get into a hobby, you delve into the YouTube world of it. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm choosing YouTube as well.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next
What would you choose?
episode here. Oh yeah, the next matchup. I would probably choose YouTube as well, just because I think at first my initial inclination was NFL Combine, but then you guys kind of were like, you made a good point. Like, it's just like not something you're going to do as a hobby. YouTube is fun. I guess I actually think that I've watched a lot of. I've mentioned this in the episode too, like educational YouTube videos, and that, that's enough for me to.
And a lot of
throw it a
videos
bone.
of people running 40s.
Of course. All right, next up. I think we're halfway done with this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
All the
we're almost halfway.
all the listeners at once. Yes, finally.
Finally. Rubik's cubing.
Oof.
Versus cryptocurrency. Truly a nightmare for me.
Jeez.
Not
Oh my
really.
God. Andrew just sweat a bucket out of his eyes.
I'll start. No. Alex, you're starting.
Hands easy. I don't even have to explain myself.
Yeah.
Rubik's cubing, baby. Cryptocurrency is cool and all. Definitely was like, I don't know. I didn't like get into it as much as you did, Andrew.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, I guess it's interesting, but it's not like personal finance.
I
interesting.
agree.
It's just like, whereas Rubik's cubing, baby, I could dust
Yeah.
that cube off, solve it once, and I'm like a 10-year-old boy again.
Here's what I'll say. Cryptocurrency, like, I could replace that for me with like gambling, because I like each of them a lot. I guess like cryptocurrency is kind of like gambling to me, and gambling is like a hobby that I would put on high, but it is not going to be Rubik's cubing for sure. We've talked about it over and over again. Rubik's cubing is a ton of fun, simple, a mind workout, more meditation for your mind. Okay, bring it on your online date. Okay,
very
Slam dunk.
meditating.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
And I'll say, so we ended the cryptocurrency episode. I decided I was not going to invest. I still haven't. I ended the Rubik's Cube episode saying I was going to keep doing it. Seconds before recording in the studio, we have a Rubik's Cube. I just solved that thing.
Yeah, it's great.
I got to pick Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. All right. Good. I'm happy. I'm happy we could do this. I've been
Just
trying
this
to figure
podcast
out
in
the like how to run this tournament, and it's making me enter scores. Like I don't want to do that, but I guess I will.
Just 1-0.
Yeah.
Rubik's Cube 100-0.
9-0, baby.
Okay, moving on. We are going to.
Wait, why don't you just do like 2-1?
Yeah, I think I probably will.
So
I guess
or
there,
1-0.
there's a way to
at least we can look
clearly
back
score
and be
it,
like,
but-
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, store it.
We will be doing watching football. Oh, this was one I was excited about. Watching football versus Winter Olympics. Ooh. They're actually on the same scale. We can compare them.
that
and it
is a
makes
good one.
sense.
Wait,
All
we
right.
did an episode on watching football? I don't
Yeah,
really
we did,
remember
we
this
did.
episode.
It was when we were kind of right at the bottom of the barrel.
No.
Let's see, we just did NFL Combine and fantasy football. What else are we going to do?
We
Tis the
did
season.
watching football. It was like it's a seasonal hobby.
Yeah.
That's what we said.
I won't go I just went first in the last one.
I'll go first this one. I've probably mentioned this in the episode. Grew up watching football. Ton of fun. Love it. Maybe there's controversy these days with the
American
amount
football.
of American football. Yeah, amount of concussions.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, isn't maybe I shouldn't say this.
Isn't Sean White a bad person too?
Isn't the Winter Olympics like? Don't people slave to make the stadiums anyway? So who's the real bad guys, right? How's that for stand-up comedy?
I mentioned I loved Sean White a lot.
You're getting tomatoes thrown at you.
Yeah, flying tomatoes.
Flying tomatoes.
Yeah.
Damn it. You beat me to beat me to a terrible joke.
So what are you
That's a
trying
good
to say? Is that you're saying like
Well, I'm
football?
saying I don't know. I'm kind of just thinking out loud, but I like.
I'm
football.
actually not gonna. Give
I
you
like
an answer.
football. I'm gonna give football 100 times out of 100 here. I did like the Winter Olympics a lot, but I might have even rated it higher. But watching football is just fun.
Yeah.
Watching football, Chris.
Football, I think I decided football is on the way out for me. For years and years, it was my number one sport, like hands down to watch.
That's all good.
This year, I got more into the NBA.
That's all good, idiot.
I got a lot more into the NBA than the NFL. And this year, I think I'm going to be less of a... I think I'm still going to follow my team, my Patriots, but I don't think I'm going to be as into the league as a whole.
Wow.
The Olympics, I want to say there's something about the excitement of like it's just once every 4 years.
Yeah,
But when it comes down to it, I didn't get that into the Winter Olympics.
I thought they were great.
So I think I'm gonna pick watching football.
What?
Hey,
Whoa.
I came into terms in my head. I was
Yeah,
like,
what the heck?
"There's something cool about it being once every 4 years," but like, I wasn't that.
yeah,
into
but
the Winter
that's the thing. You
Olympics.
got to say
You're
like,
still comparing it to the Winter
hey,
Olympics. You're not
yeah,
comparing it
exactly.
to sports.
I wanted to do a World Cup episode. You guys said I can't even have the time of day to
we said
watch
we
a
would do
single
the
game.
We said we would do it.
Yeah, but for my narrative, it fits better if you would. I don't know. It didn't really make sense too because it was like on during the day, and you guys would have actually had to like take a lot of time to.
I
If
would've
you could
had
just,
to
if you
quit
could
my
just
job.
watch it after work, it would have been easier. But
Like the Olympics.
they made it in Russia.
I would choose the Olympics. I think that's easy to say. And I think I know why I like the Olympics so much.
Go for it, because
I'll be quick.
the Olympics is done, so this is your only chance to say
I feel
anything.
like you can't. It's hard to be like a casual sports fan of like football or baseball or basketball because once you say like, oh yeah, I like baseball, then people want to talk about all the specifics.
Oh yeah, you've
and then
mentioned
you're
that.
not a casual fan anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
that's
NFL people, you can't just like football
I
because
agree
then
with that.
if you don't know anything about the Patriots, you're dumb.
That's
Winter
that's true.
Olympics, it's nothing but casual fans,
Mhm,
baby.
mhm.
I don't have to know
That's a
too
good
much
point.
That's a
about
great
Yeah.
point.
about Sean White.
Red
or
Gerard.
anything.
You
Yeah,
remember Red Gerard?
yeah, Red
Like,
Gerard.
You honestly need like
did you
four
know Red
names.
Gerard before the Winter Olympics?
Right.
I didn't think so.
So like, it's where I'm at in my sports fandom. It's the perfect spot. I could watch it and enjoy it. Kind of like the World Cup. Like,
yeah,
I don't really care about soccer, but like
it's the
I
same
could,
idea.
I could watch it and enjoy it, but I don't have to know which team Cristiano Ronaldo's going to.
Yeah.
You know?
If we did have the World Cup, I actually probably would have put that ahead of watching football, but alas, we didn't.
No, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. So was that 3-0 for?
No, I picked Summer
Oh,
Olympics.
you picked Winter Olympics, right?
Winter.
My bad.
Yeah. No.
Summer. Hey.
I had to write in.
Oh, it was.
Oh, it was winter, not
Yeah.
football.
All right. Okay, I got the scores working, so we're doing well. And it actually, I guess I was kind of being a little cranky by saying, "Oh, this is stupid," but the score looks nice. 3-0, 2-1.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
good.
fun.
That's cool. Man.
Anyway, next up. Oh, this is the one I was talking about. The one at the beginning of the episode.
You know when we said it's our giddiest episode
Truly
yet?
a nightmare matchup for me.
Mm-hmm.
Catch
Oh no.
versus reading. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh, the fans are screaming.
The fans are yawning. Our most boring 2 episodes.
Oh, jeez. I'm not even kidding. This could be my finals. I'm upset. I'm
Who's
freaking
going?
out.
Who wants?
I don't want to go
I'll go first. I'll go first. Catch versus reading.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is kind of tough.
Chris.
Yeah,
Let's go first.
I'd love to go
No,
first.
catch is a great hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But I almost wish it was more. We did an episode on having conversations with your friends or hanging out with your friends.
Yeah.
That's the part of catch. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to play long toss.
Yeah.
You know, because I can't talk with my pals.
I can't relate to that.
I want to
but okay.
zoom in.
Yeah, I hate talking to my pals.
And I want to do an underhand toss while I'm having a conversation.
Andrew's playing long toss by himself, just throwing it as far as he can and going to get it.
Truthfully, and
Whereas,
then my hamstring gives out, and I can't do the NFL Combine.
reading, I like so catch. I like for other reasons, not catch. I like it because of the conversation.
Mhm.
Reading,
Mhm.
I like because of reading. I like what it gives you.
Mhm.
Stories, audio books, paper cuts.
Yikes.
So I choose reading.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna have to go here just so I can say my piece in case Chris
Also choose
gets me
reading.
in the end. Yeah, but I've said it before. Catch, my only 10 out of 10 on this podcast. It is amazing, simple. Right, have conversations. I'm not joking this time, but meditative again, just like
Yeah.
back and forth, like
Okay, bud. You want to play
shooting
long
the
toss?
S, if you will,
Hmm.
hanging out with your friends. It's just a nice time. I like literally like thinking about playing catch. Like I think of the literally just memories of just either with my dad or with my brother or with my friends hanging out, playing
Myself.
catch.
And didn't
Great
you say
time.
didn't you say your Bumble bio is, I'm quite the catch because I love playing long toss.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Maybe you know what? Maybe I should have put meditation over online dating after that. After my results. Yeah, but reading I love as well. That's tough. Like I mentioned in the episode, it's great. It's just like you get yourself lost in a book. You're imagining, a new world, right? Or unless it's a what I almost called it a documentary, a biography or nonfiction.
The encyclopedia.
Still cool though. Like knowledge is cool. Ah man, it's truly a tough matchup. But I gotta go with catch. Chris, break the tie.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Andrew.
Wow.
I like you guys said. I like.
I agree with Andrew. Reading sucks.
No, I like reading. And I've this year in particular, I've read more than I have in past years. I think there's been whole years I've gone with only reading like maybe two books, maybe one book on a bad year.
Yeah, I've been reading more this year.
This year I've had a little bit more time,
Yeah.
so I've been reading.
Mm-hmm.
But I love a good game of catch. 4th of July, I spent a lot of time at the beach this week.
Yeah.
And I just brought like a series of balls just to prep like a tennis ball, a frisbee, a volleyball.
You
and I
guys
was
are like that. You guys both love
yeah.
catch so
I love
much.
a field day.
Yeah.
And I the idea of like diving in the water, making a catch is so much fun.
See, to
Yeah,
me, when
I agree.
when
Just
I go to
jumping
the
into a
beach,
pool
so much
or
fun.
even like
So,
if you're already
catch.
in the water, yeah.
I don't want to make this an episode about the beach because we already have one.
Mm.
Fans at home now. But when I go to the beach, I like playing catch at the beach, but I still prefer like the
Hang out with your friends.
sitting down.
Totally
and
fine, totally
relaxing,
fine.
You know, and reading a book maybe
Mhm.
perhaps.
Yeah. Man. Best beach activity, catch a reading. Now that is going to start a debate.
Oh wow,
It's got to be reading for me.
All right, moving
Both are
on.
good though. Both are really good.
the beach might be good.
All right, so catch one.
Catch one. Wow. I did not expect that actually.
Catch 2.
All right.
Reading 1.
Good one. Okay. Pumpkin carving. Ooh, this is a great matchup as well. Battle of the obscure homegrown hobbies.
Ooh.
Pumpkin carving versus home brewing.
Nice.
Mm,
Mm.
I just went first.
I can take it.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Pumpkin carving, it's all right. I guess my big downfall is I'm not artistic,
Yeah.
so I'm not
Right.
great at it.
And you and your girlfriend split a pumpkin to carve.
Yeah,
if I recall.
right down the
Get over
right
that.
down the middle.
Insane. I mean, that's like splitting a beer.
Oh yeah, I actually really like the pumpkin carving episode now that I think about it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So it was all right, but not something I'll do again until October probably.
Mhm.
Homebrewing, right after the episode, I said like I was ready to start buying stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Mm.
But I think the whole homebrewing process was a lot more fun to me, so I'm gonna pick that.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to go? Or you want me to go?
You can go.
I think I see pumpkin carving as not something I look forward to. Not that I don't like it. It's just something to do around Halloween.
Mhm.
Like if Halloween passed, I would be like, oh dang, I forgot to carve a pumpkin. But I wouldn't be like, ah shucks, I didn't carve a pumpkin. Like upset. I would
Right.
just be like,
Dang versus
I
shucks.
would
We need
like-
to differentiate
right.
here.
What's like a slightly milder version of upset? Just saying like,
Peeved.
but not peeved. Peeved sounds like I'm
Yeah.
annoyed.
Like you have a little face.
Like I have like a very, very slight regret, but it's not much regret.
it's like a
So it's like, oh, I didn't cover pumpkin.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well,
Home brewing.
it's like a bummer.
Yeah, it's like a slight bummer that I didn't, because I'm not gonna do it after Halloween.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
Homebrew. So I don't care. I don't have that same care for pumpkin carving. Homebrewing, I could easily see myself doing it again. Looking forward to it. Looking into the recipes. Brewing a
pumpkin beer,
pumpkin
maybe.
ale, perhaps. So I got to go homebrewing. And we're living in a beautiful time where home brewing is like
Yeah.
blowing
Yeah.
up as a hobby.
I
And
think-
occupation for some.
I think I would go homebrewing as well, just because, like Chris mentioned it, but I'm not very artistic, so it's just like
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
It's
too.
just like
You
maybe
can only-
not
We talked about it. You can only do so much with a pumpkin.
right.
Yeah.
Like it's not right. It was fun, but like I think
Not a great canvas.
homebrewing is so much
Yeah,
more
right.
expansive, right? We
Yeah.
can do so many. You can do so many things.
No
so
doubt.
yeah, homebrewing it is.
I need a hoppy pale ale. Email us if you want some. We still have some left over.
I think I still
Do
have
we?
a bottle like in my trunk.
We should do that again this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do
that's a
that.
good idea.
I think I still have all the stuff.
Maybe some better beers this time. All right, next episode. Oh, another great one. Ooh, coffee
Oh yeah.
versus breweries. Wow.
Ooh,
What are you
that's a
putting
tough
in your stomach, huh?
one. Yeah. Both.
Cider?
I'll start.
Yeah.
I did say that I got into coffee this year, and I have. However, recently I've been on like a breweries kick more often because I think it's nice in the summer. My friends, I don't know, maybe we're getting to the age where it's less like, let's go to this club and
Yeah.
you know. I've been having a lot of fun at breweries. I also like something about like a crowded brewery. I really like for whatever reason. I like seeing like people my age or older just like having a good time
hanging.
with friends. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just nice.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah. And coffee is really just like, I don't know. It's like the classic like, yeah, I drink. You know, like
You don't
I
often,
drink
like-
coffee.
yeah.
That snob from earlier in the episode. Remember
Yeah,
who,
you know,
who stole
me.
the show? Yeah.
But you're
That's
never
the guy
you're
who
never in
drinks
a
coffee.
crowded coffee shop, is what you're saying. Like
You're
with
never,
everyone
like-
with everyone chumming around.
Yeah, right. No, that's exactly
Yeah.
it, dude. No one is thinking about it. When have
Everyone's
you
on
ever,
their
When have
laptop.
you ever been around someone ordering coffee that's like
Excited.
chummy? You know, that's
All
a
right, yeah.
brewery.
I know, but that's
coffee
'cause you don't-
shops is all.
You don't
different.
have the same. You don't
I'm
have
going
coffee.
breweries.
You don't have coffee as a hobby.
Exactly.
You just drink it.
Yes.
Occasionally
Yes.
these days.
I'm going home. I'm going breweries.
I got
Um,
something to say about this.
oh,
So
you're going last, Chris.
Um,
what are you kidding? Chris might say the same thing though.
I don't know. So coffee is a hobby of mine, in the sense that I like seeking out like good coffee. And at times in my life, I've gotten really into making coffee, but recently that's fallen off. I'll just make it like in the Keurig at work or buy it.
Yep.
Right.
Breweries, it's like Andrew said, it's been on the upswing in my life. I've been doing it more and more.
Similar to the craft or the brewing beers.
Yeah.
It's a good time for breweries.
Seriously.
Especially in Massachusetts where we are. Like
And I think since we did that episode, I went on a trip to Colorado, and like the first thing I did when I got there was I Googled like best brews in and where near I was, and I went to like 3 of them. That was a big part of the trip. So I got to go with breweries. Good time.
yeah, I would also choose breweries.
Okay.
One, because right before this episode, I asked Chris if you want to go to
yeah.
a brewery with me. So I would never say like, "Oh, do you want to try this?" Well, maybe I would say that about coffee. And then the other part is one of the best beers I've ever had in my life is a coffee beer.
I was with
Not
you.
a coffee
I was,
stout.
I
What
was
kind
with
of
you when
beer
I got
is
it.
that?
It was
It's like a coffee
ale,
and an ale.
coffee
Yeah,
ale. It was so good.
But if someone, if
I
someone was
remember you
like,
said that you want to start your day by drinking that.
yeah, if someone was like, "Oh, I brewed this coffee and it tastes like beer," I would be like, "Don't give me that. That sounds disgusting." But if someone said, "Ooh, I just got this beer that tastes like coffee,"
Yeah.
I would be like, "Hot dog. Let me have a sip."
All right.
You know?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And
So
you got to get that at brewery.
we
It's a
are
good time.
very excited to announce the round of 16 matchup between home brewing and breweries. Can't wait.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's exciting.
Anyway,
really?
yeah,
I quit.
we can't do it. All right, next up, baking versus fantasy
Is
football.
it still going?
Wow.
There's 4 more.
All right, I'll go first because
Yeah.
You guys all know my answer.
Yep.
Fantasy football. It's boring. It's not fun. Baking is exciting and it is fun. Baking.
I'm gonna go next. Baking is hard and not amazing. Fantasy football is a good time and I like it. Fantasy football. Chris, you're up.
Honestly, fantasy football is neutral, and I always forget to do it.
baking
is
involves
just
stones.
okay.
Wow.
So I'm right down the middle, but I think I'm giving the slight lean to baking.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But at the same time, if I do get asked to do a fantasy football league, I'll probably do it again. Especially, I think we're just going to redo the league I did last year. But
Do you participate actively? Do you think it's worse to?
I like set my lineup and like.
Do you feel bad?
I'll make. I'm not a very active member of the league.
You got to be active. You got to be active.
Would you rather say no? Like, I feel like if someone asked me, I would say no because
Yeah,
you just.
that's
well, you don't like. You also
inactive.
don't. I guess.
I think you're making the
I
right
could still
choice.
be active on it.
I
could
agree.
look up.
I
Like,
think
who are
if
the good players.
I
I'd say,
think
like-
fantasy football is not fun if you don't actively participate, and if you don't want to actively
yeah,
participate,
it's
then you
pointless,
shouldn't do
yeah.
it.
I think
guess.
it depends on the league too. My league
Like I
was
really
a-
think it's not fun.
My
if you're
league
not
was a
active.
pretty
I'm
low
thinking-
key league, but if I asked you to join my league, I could say like, yeah, don't like it's low pressure. Like if you were to join Andrew's league, I think they're a little bit more.
I'm saying more like
everyone's a little bit more involved.
yeah,
in it.
I can see that. It's different. I'm saying more like I don't want to be an insult to the person.
Yeah.
Like he's asking me because they need
Yeah.
more members.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could help him out and be a member.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you rather have a member that
That's true.
actively checks his lineup?
Yep.
For
Good
God's
point.
sakes.
All right. Next up.
I got Adrian
Ooh.
Peterson freaking on the bench. He just had an all-star game.
He's so old. Okay, here we go. This is the one that I was maybe most excited for, just because it's so
You said that maybe
Hey,
7
shut
or
interesting.
up.
It's so interesting. The whole 30 versus sandwiches. Something you'll never see in the whole 30.
The opposite of the whole 30.
Whoa, that's shocking to me.
Yeah.
How did those get together? That's perfect. All right, who's going first? I just went first.
Chris then.
I can take it. The whole 30, a good experience. Again, like a lot of these hobbies, because we've done 100 of them, I think we end a lot of them saying like, yeah, I could see myself continuing doing this. And I did do a lot of them.
Whole 30
And I
adjacent,
did
baby.
say I wanted to do the whole 30 again. I haven't. Sandwiches.
Well, it's been
That's
under a
tough.
year, so
It's,
no need
it's,
to be.
It's forgivable.
Yeah.
And I think the beauty of the whole 30 is you don't necessarily have to do it again. Because from doing it, you kind of understand.
You pick up
like,
the
Yeah.
tools.
you could pick up some of it. Hence, whole 30 adjacent.
Yeah.
You don't have to do the whole thing.
Yeah. But I love a good sandwich. I'm doing sandwiches.
All right, Alex.
Honestly, I really like the whole 30. I don't know. I don't remember what I gave it, but I think maybe I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Nope.
A 30
Okay.
out of 10.
It like I thought it made me feel great. I liked doing it with you guys because we could talk about it. It was fun.
Yep.
Very interesting.
Yep.
Great community behind it. And
I thought we said we didn't like the community. I thought they were all elitist.
that's probably true. I guess I just meant there is
The
a
people who
community.
do it are like, that's cool. But people who are like,
Yeah, don't eat a smoothie.
hi, like, can I have like,
You
like,
idiot.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know, just something small, and it's like there was one that I saw actually that was like, can I have like a butter substitute or something? And then someone was just like, why would you want to put that junk in your body
Yeah,
anyway?
yeah.
Have
Yeah.
traditional ghee or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's like, okay, like,
It's like I'm asking.
chill.
I meant more there is a community, so it's like
It's
you
easy,
go into
right.
it intimidated and you see like, all right,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
first
you have
like,
friends.
they're gonna
Yes,
do it.
yes.
So I really do enjoy the whole 30, and I feel like I got so many benefits afterwards too.
Mm-hmm.
But I love a good sandwich. it's honestly, I'm not kidding. I've had moments where I'm eating a sandwich and I think to myself, I love this more than some members of my family. That's not true. Well,
Yeah.
no, that's not
Maybe
true.
It was
But
a Reuben though. Huh?
It's yeah, probably.
Your Uncle Ruben.
It's yeah. It's
All right.
a good sandwich is unbeatable when it comes to food, I think.
Oh, boy.
Sandwiches.
I think I'm gonna be like Chris in the watching movies, just get steamrolled as sandwiches just dominates because you guys love it.
That'd be sad. Just every happy.
Well, that's
I would definitely say whole 30. I won't get into too much, but we had a really good time with it. Obviously,
I don't. Speaking of sandwiches, I don't know if I ever told you, Andrew. The reason I decided I wanted to move to Brooklyn is because I looked up best sandwiches in Brooklyn, and the Google corrected it to mean, "Did you mean Brooklyn has the best sandwiches?" And I
nice.
said, "Oh, this is it."
Yeah, that's enough for me. Brooklyn has the best Reubens, Alex.
I hope so.
All right, I would say said whole 30. I do want to do it again.
Oh yeah, I also
Eventually-
wanted to say I wanted to do it. Again,
I guess I'm
too.
just not super passionate about sandwiches, and I like the benefits of the whole 30, even though it was very hard at the time. So that's why I would say whole 30, but I don't mind. Sandwiches wins. Okay. Next up, another one I'm excited about. Sorry. I actually, I didn't like, it's not, it's natural reaction. I see this like, ooh, nice. Vacation and poker.
Oh,
They could go together. Hey, Las Vegas.
yeah, true.
I will, did I start? I'll start this one. I like them both. I guess, I mean, throwing vacation in is a real tough one to beat, right? It's just, it's a
I
vacation.
know.
It's just hanging out and
Didn't
having
we all
fun.
we must have all given that 10 out of 10. So
I think we said, like, we have to,
Yeah.
like, temper it. I don't know. It costs money. You can win a lot of money in poker, too.
Or lose.
I guess poker I like for the social aspect of it,
Right.
but I can go on vacation with my friends and still have a good time.
And bring a deck of cards and some chips.
Mhm.
Poker chips. even.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go vacation. Hey, I'm gonna go on
I
vacation.
know.
See you, suckers.
I think I'm gonna make it interesting.
Did I say it was your turn?
Oh, okay.
Because it is.
I'm gonna make it interesting. I everything Andrew said is true.
Mhm.
Vacations are fun. You could bring a deck of cards, but there's something like I don't play poker that often, so I think when I do play, it's something that I like look forward to.
Yeah,
a lot.
I know exactly what you mean.
I remember we played on your birthday last year.
Yeah,
and
that was
literally
that was
a blast.
That was
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
wanted to do
Yeah.
on my birthday because
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm old now. Like,
Yeah,
let's
so I
do
don't know.
something fun.
I could see myself trying to organize a regular poker game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go poker.
All right.
Oh, this is tough. Because what you said, I don't play poker often either. That was the last time I played.
Yeah, same.
But it was fun. But like you said, it's fun. I don't find it fun because of the poker. I find it fun because I'm hanging out with some pals.
Right.
And it's one of my pals' birthdays even.
Right.
True.
I think I would rather just hang out than hang out and play poker.
Wow.
You know?
That's fine.
Okay.
Like I would rather
No, that's fine. That's fine.
one, I
Like,
would rather go to a
It's wrong.
brewery and
I
hang
don't think
out
that
or
it's
something.
one's worse
but
than the
that's
other, I
different.
guess.
But I think I would rather sit at a card table,
Mm.
no cards or chips,
Mm.
and just hang out.
Maybe just some tortilla chips.
Maybe some tortilla chips, no gambling involved, and just hang. Then play poker.
Maybe gambling
talking-
on
are you talking
Andrew's guacamole.
Yeah, that's a gamble. we all know
this
that.
sounds a lot like episode 6 going out to eat at a Mexican restaurant, to be honest.
I'm saying even if someone was like, "Hey, we're gonna have a poker night," I go over to their house. There's a card table set up. No one brought the poker chips. No one brought the cards. Heck, no one brought any food. We just sit at the table. That sounds like a great time because we're all pals hanging out.
So,
Right? But at the same
are you going to
time,
talk about vacation?
at the same time, vacations freaking blow. I hate them. No. So yeah, I don't care about poker. It is fun
That's
and
fair.
it is a nice time, but it doesn't stand out to me compared to anything else. I
Okay.
wouldn't say no. I don't want to go play poker because I don't like playing poker. I would still play because it still is hanging out. It just is meaningless. There's nothing else there. Vacations all the way.
All right.
Hey, vacation. That's all I ever wanted. Suckers.
Good one, dude.
Nice. All right, the last one of the first round. Cycling versus pre-games. Chris, you're up.
Cycling. I don't have a bike these days.
All right, Andrew, you're up.
I don't have a bike these days, and I also don't pregame that often these days.
I think we're aging out.
we're aging out.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I hope not. But I will say so my parents live down in the Cape, which is easternmost part of Massachusetts, and there's a bike trail right near them. And this weekend I was my biggest thing I wanted to do was go on a bike ride because it's like this beautiful trail. Didn't end up happening, but I'm going soon, so I think I'm going to do it.
Dang, man. What did you do this weekend? The biggest thing I wanted to do is go on a bike ride, and I just didn't do it.
What'd you do? Pre-game?
I just got drunk. No, but I think there's something about a nice bike ride that
No doubt.
just getting
I
drunk
agree.
can't do. So I'm
I
going to
agree.
go with cycling.
Jeez.
You want to go, Andrew?
Yeah, I do actually. This is man. I agree, but like I think here's what I'm gonna actually go the other way is I agree completely with what you're
Yeah.
saying, but I think in my heart of hearts, deep down, I would go cycling more often if I liked it that much. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I do like it a lot.
Another thing I could say about cycling is
Sure.
that like when I see the people who are truly into the hobby, like
Yeah.
cycle,
I think
where
that's
they,
cool.
the shirts and stuff. I just don't think it's for me.
Those
I don't
long
think I can see
helmets.
myself getting into it.
Right, like
Yeah.
I'm not right. I wouldn't do it competitively.
I am a true hobbyist when it comes to
Yeah.
pre-gaming.
But
Yeah.
pre-gaming, like I think the social aspect is a lot of fun. I've really always liked it. I think about like pre-gaming for like tailgates at my college, like always a good time. I mean, that's more of like a special kind, but I think in general, they're both really great, honestly. But I'm gonna go with pre-games for this one. Alex,
Cycling. This is a tough one because
is
you're
a
right.
tough
It's
one.
nice to go for a bike ride, but you're right. I'll never be Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
I'll never be a Schwinn.
Mm-hmm. A Huffy.
But it's like it's so fun, but I don't see myself being like sometimes I'll be like, I just gotta go for a run, or I'll be like, with other hobbies, I'll be like, oh, I can't wait to get back to that. I'll be dreaming about it. I can never see myself doing that with cycling.
Yeah.
Tossing and turning in your sleep.
Yeah.
Just pedaling.
Home brewing.
But that's true though. Some people that are really into home brewing are like it's obsessive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I obsess about it when I really get into a hobby. I like obsess about it.
Yeah.
And I've never done that with cycling. I don't think I ever will.
Pre-gaming, on the other hand.
I'm doing it right now, suckers. No, but you're right. The social aspect of pre-gaming is dominating it for me.
We should pre-game some more episodes of this podcast.
Because
Pre-gaming wins.
even with people I don't know, you still got to talk, and you're gonna.
I agree.
You're gonna
It's a nice time.
People are having a good time because
Yep.
they're pre-gaming, so
Yep.
you're gonna have a good time. Pre-gaming wins.
All right. We've talked a lot about each hobby, guys. We're moving on to the next round. We are going to go a little bit faster. Literally.
Because this one's
Put
going
this
long.
podcast on 2x speed, okay? We're going for it.
Actually, probably go half speed.
Yeah, put it on half X
Yeah.
because we're going mega drive.
All right. Jigsaw puzzles versus online dating. I will have Chris start.
I think that this would be a decent first date as a jigsaw puzzle.
No.
What?
Yeah, maybe on the show
Come
next.
over my house and do a jigsaw puzzle?
Maybe if there's like a place that you could. Never mind. Bad idea. Puzzles.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly, maybe if you go to a brewery,
Yeah.
a lot of breweries have like
Ooh.
board games and
Oh,
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Maybe they got a classic jigsaw puzzle set
Yeah.
up.
That's
and again, we did take, we probably spent cumulative hours, probably like 5 maybe on that
True.
1,000 piece.
And if you invite a girl over to
a lot.
put together like an
5,
ages
6.
3 and under
So,
thing,
yeah,
it's kind
6,
of
7.
insulting.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you?
Chris
I'm
Shows
gonna,
us
I'm gonna
out.
go with puzzles. Yeah.
Alex, you can go.
Oh dang! I'm gonna go online dating.
Really?
Good one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with puzzles as
Okay.
well. I think
Had to go to
I
fighting
actually
chance.
I had a really good time doing this puzzle. Like it was.
That's true. It was
Man,
was fun.
All these hobbies, I'm realizing it's all about the social thing. I
Yeah,
feel like
right?
we just talked oh, you got a piece? Okay, we'll talk about other things do the puzzle.
See, to me,
talk about the podcast. That's fun.
I'm still firm on online dating, but
Yeah, clearly.
no over puzzles. But
That's your bio on Tinder. I'm firm on online dating.
but the puzzle was fun. You're right.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's a good solo. I think it's a good solo hobby.
You
as
did
well.
ask if you
Yeah.
could bring your Tinder date.
That's mine.
All right, next one. Driving versus escape rooms. Ooh, a good matchup for me. I will
Dang.
have Alex. You want to go
I'll
first
go.
or no? Okay,
I'll go. All right.
not this again.
I'm going driving. I'm going
Wow.
driving. Driving, it's just I realized, especially moving to Brooklyn, I'm not gonna have my car. I'm upset about that.
Really?
Like it's like a security blanket.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And escape room is far from it. I'm stressed out
Yeah.
inside
Feeling
of that thing.
secure in the
But it is escape room was great, but driving is just like it's beautiful. It's just something beautiful to it.
All right, I'll go next. I agree with what you're saying. Maybe on a different day I would go driving. It's kind of weird actually. If card games advanced, I probably would have gone driving here. So this is maybe bad from transitivity, right? It shouldn't be this way, but I think driving in an escape rooms head to head, I think I'd rather do an escape room. I just remember the good times we had, as
Yeah.
Chris mentioned. Driving, I think, gets old, I would say. I like some parts of driving,
That's true.
but I think I'm excited to not in Brooklyn to not have a driving commute.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's I like
that's
road trips.
I agree with
like
that.
I like driving far. I like listening to podcasts and driving. But not having a commute driving is not
It's
bad,
nice,
I
yeah.
think. I mean, obviously it has its cons of, just public transportation in general, but
But I'm
getting
thinking,
to
like-
read a book, getting to play catch on the
On your
subway.
commute?
No. Listening to podcasts, I'm trying to think of other hobbies that fit in. Playing chess with the
You could do
man
chess.
on the subway.
But I guess I'm thinking more like I'm not thinking about my
Room
commute,
skewing.
but I am also thinking about my commute.
But it's
'cause
nice to be able
so
to get
nice.
up. Oh, I need this. I'll drive there right now.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
It's just
I agree.
me. It's just me in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
can
agree.
do whatever I want. in
I
there.
agree. I
Pick
agree.
my nose, sing,
Mm.
text while driving. I can do anything.
Stop.
chess.
I've moved on. I've already said
Yeah.
skaters. You're gonna make me change your mind,
Um,
Chris.
This is a tough one for me because I am a fan of driving. One thing I will say, I meant to mention earlier, I've recently started just agreeing I'm a bad driver. Everyone likes to say
I've said that for years.
Like, I think-
I'm not a
Really?
good driver.
people like to say that they're a good driver.
Yeah.
hate that. Oh.
Or I
Gets me
think
so mad.
I could be better.
I
gets me
kind of think
mad.
that as well recently. I don't think I'm bad, but like I have good.
I think I'm a little
What do
careless.
you say? Like, yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think I have.
I put myself in situations that I shouldn't.
I have good
I
road
text
skills
and
and
drive.
stuff. My friend was telling me about one of his friend's dads who he's like, yeah, he's the worst driver ever. He says that that friend's dad will never leave the right lane because it's like the safest.
Yeah,
so if
that's
people are like merging
No,
on
I'm
and
not
stuff,
like
he'll
that.
just be like,
Yeah.
nope,
that's-
like I'm staying here. And it's like
I think
that scares
I'm
me.
decent on the road, but it's just like I don't know. And living close to the city these days, I don't like driving around there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I love. The escape room was so much fun.
There we go.
I gotta do it again sometime.
Yeah, I
Escape
agree.
rooms.
Wow, it's a little more fonder. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, right, Chris? Seems like you weren't super into it at the beginning, but now, hey, it's beat some heavyweights here. Escape rooms.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay. Another great one. Chess versus personal finance. What the
Jeez.
heck?
Oh, this is tough. I just went first in the last one. So
I
I
could
don't
kick
wanna
this
go.
one off.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Chess versus personal finance. Those who listen to my personal finance episode, our episode, know that it was one of the hobbies that I
Something
think
you really like.
I was the most like confident talking
Yeah.
about.
Mhm.
Something that I spend a decent amount of time doing.
Mhm.
Something that I love talking to other people about.
Mhm.
But these days, chess is something like when we did chess as a hobby, I tried to like study up on it,
Mhm.
but it wasn't like, I don't know. I just like enjoyed playing with friends. I wasn't really trying to get into it.
Yeah.
These days, I'm getting more into it. I'm reading
Good.
articles. I'm reading about openings. I'm learning about.
Yeah.
I'm getting into it. Finance these days has taken a smaller role in my life. I kind of have my plan and I'm just sticking to it.
Yeah.
Good.
Maybe it'll probably switch in a month, but right now I gotta say chess.
Alex?
I think that imagine the setting.
Sure.
You're in a brewery,
Mhm.
hanging out.
Mhm.
It's packed.
Mhm.
Andrew's in the corner smiling because he knows that people are having a good time. Weird. Doesn't matter.
Nothing wrong
though.
with that. Okay.
Drinking a cup of coffee.
And you're,
Confusing.
yeah. And a group comes up to you. Alex, they say to you. Huh? This is my friend Stephanie, or whatever his or her name is.
Why'd you
I
lead
guess.
with this?
Steph?
Yeah, you live with his.
Steph, how are you? And you start talking. You and Stephanie hit it off like a match made in heaven.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you say, Steph, what are you into? Like, what are your interests? And Steph, she goes, or he goes, I love personal finance.
Yeah.
Are you going to break out into a conversation about personal finance?
Mm.
Me specifically? Probably not.
Mhm.
With you guys,
Yeah.
for an hour and 15 long podcast, yeah, I'm going to go crazy talking about
And
it.
the hour before
was
and
awesome.
after the
Yeah.
recording.
But when I'm talking to a girl or a guy or a friend, doesn't matter. Match
They
made
have
in
to be
heaven
named
either
Steph
way.
or Stephanie.
Yeah, listen, Curry. But if they go, Steph Curry or Clay Thompson goes,
He
I
or
love
she goes.
chess.
Yeah.
I would say, that's awesome. Let's talk
Yeah.
chess.
Clay
Yeah.
Thompson does like chess.
Do you like Hutch plays chess on YouTube, live streaming on Twitch? Like I would talk about them talk to them about chess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to talk to them about personal
Yeah.
finance. There's
All
like a I
That's
don't
a
know.
good
I just don't want to. I'll keep that person.
Nice. I'm gonna
personal
go
finance.
chess as well. This is our first 3-0 of the second round.
Boom.
Yeah, I just have more. This is what I would say. I have more experience with chess than personal finance. I don't think I can talk enough about personal finance. So chess it is.
Right.
All right, moving
Hey.
on.
Bobby Fischer is born in Brooklyn, baby.
Okay,
There we
okay. I don't think he's a good role model though. Anyway, YouTube versus Rubik's cubing. I will go. Man, YouTube is so expansive, but
I know this is a shame.
we've been
This is a shame.
saying it. I want to see this heavyweight matchup coming up, hopefully, or YouTube would be fine too. But I'm gonna go Rubik's cubing. It is a ton of fun for me. I've mentioned it a bunch, and YouTube is fun, but I can't say I do it enough to really be like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber guy. So Rubik's cubing.
No one says that.
I'm a YouTuber guy. I feel like
Are you
middle
gonna go,
school.
Chris?
That was just my introduction. Yeah, I feel like YouTube. I like using it as a tool, but
Mhm.
like, do I consider it like, even if I was like stretching for hobbies?
Yeah.
Like I was telling you guys before, I was in a situation today where we were all going around saying our hobbies.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
Because I have so many.
Hey, you got the time?
But
I got a
people
ton.
people said things like, oh, I kind of am into watching like TV. That's an acceptable hobby.
Yeah, these
I don't
days
think
for sure.
watching YouTube. I would like
I agree.
maybe look at that guy a little funny.
That's like saying, "Oh, I like going on Google," or like I like
Yeah.
going on the homepage of Yahoo and seeing what's new.
I like searching. I love searching the web.
Chris, that was so convincing. I just gave YouTube a -1.
I do like it, and I would also say like Rubik's Cube fell off for me as a hobby, but I'm not really actively trying to get better, but it's something I
But you just
play
said
around
you,
with.
you did it right before
I love
the
playing
recording,
around with
so
it,
it's still
so-
there.
Yeah. Rubik's cubing.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
All right, Rubik's
Same
cubing,
thing.
yeah. All
It's not YouTubing. It's not like it is something I do
Right.
day-to-day basis, but it's just a tool.
All right, next up, Alex, you're gonna go first here. Watching football versus catch. Oh my goodness.
Sometimes they
Pros
go-
versus
sometimes-
Joes.
Hey, on a Thanksgiving morning, those go hand in hand. I'm playing catch with my uncle, and I'm gonna go inside and watch the pros play catch
Nice.
with footballs.
Why are you whispering?
But I don't like watching football. It's boring.
Mm.
America's most boring sport, I would say.
What?
Easily. It's not fun.
Are you serious?
It's not interesting.
Okay.
It's boring. It's so boring.
Okay.
And you know what it is?
Jeez.
I'm
It's
watching
bad.
I'm watching 25 minutes of football, and I'm watching 25 hours of commercials in one game. It's not fun, and I'm getting exposed
All right.
to
That
marketing
sounded, it
that, I
sounded
don't,
like you prepared that.
that,
Joe.
I don't, that I don't need to be exposed
Pulling out
to.
his scroll.
All right.
And I don't like catch either. No, I do like catch. I'm going to choose catch, obviously.
All right. Chris, you guys know my answer, so. You
No,
go.
I don't.
I
Oh,
know.
catch?
I think you should. Yeah, I think you'll have a more interest.
feel
Okay.
like you could go either way on
It's
this.
tougher for me. It's tougher for me. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, yeah.
You know my answer.
Actually, on Thanksgiving, they do go hand in hand.
No, I'm gonna go. I mean, I have to go catch, but watching football is a lot of fun. But once again, I think it's a big thing. Oh man, this is gonna sound hypocritical because I love watching movies, but I don't like
You feel unproductive. or
watching
something?
football. Yeah, like I literally would spend like Sundays where I would watch football. I mean, not strictly, right? I'd be doing stuff, but
Yeah.
sometimes I wouldn't
yeah.
I wouldn't do anything other than watch football or like do something on my computer like
it's different.
productive. But
Plenty of
something
Sundays in college
for
was
like
like
from
1
like
to
1
10.
to 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
or
different than
something.
movies.
Homework
though.
and
Because I feel like when you
football.
watch a movie, you leave with like you got something for that movie. Hopefully,
Yeah.
football. What do you get from
It's
it?
over and that's
Oh,
done, yeah.
Taco Bell's selling tacos 2 for
Enough-
1
enough
these
of this,
days.
enough of this.
Christ.
So I'm gonna go catch. I have a lot of fun with it, Chris.
yeah, catch as well.
All right.
Yeah, I might
Nice.
Let's go.
boycott the NFL. We'll see.
You haven't saying that. All right. Next up, as anticipated, home brewing versus breweries.
Mm,
wanna go first?
I'll start.
yeah.
Yeah, I did I say home brew? I did say home brewing in the first one. It's not something I am that passionate about, especially compared to you guys. I think this will be a lot harder. I do like breweries a lot. I'm gonna go with that. Like I said, sitting in the corner, drinking some coffee at a
A
brewery.
lot of breweries sell coffee.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough,
Yeah.
'Cause you gotta
but
brew
not
that
actually.
too.
Just hanging out.
I
Good
think
time. Go ahead.
I like home brewing. If someone told me, "Hey, I just home brewed this brew," and I would be like, "This is so cool. This is
Yeah,
awesome."
I agree.
But that same "this is so cool, this is awesome" is what I'm kind of getting from if it's a small microbrewery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we went to Lamplighter recently, brewery
One of our favorite
in
local
Massachusetts,
spots.
and the beer is just very good. And
Yeah.
it's not that popular of a brewery. Like I don't think you could find it. You probably can't even find it out of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
At least not far out of it.
And when we've gone there, it's the situation where it's like it's about the social aspects, but it's also really about the beer.
It's also about the beer too,
Yeah.
especially like for people like us that enjoy beer.
Yeah.
So that same feeling I'm getting with someone saying, "Hey, I just homebrewed this," I'm also kind of getting with the
Yeah.
microbrewery.
Yeah.
Um,
Doing like a flight or something,
like a
I
flight.
love a
Yeah.
flight.
I love a flight.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna going to a brewery.
I was going
with
to do
my
the same,
pals.
and I think that can be said by the fact that I think if I had done even maybe 1 or 2 more home brewery situations, made my own, maybe
Yeah,
I could have done
you
it.
could
But
change it.
the fact, yeah, I get that same feeling. It's like this is good.
It's almost like what we were saying about. I think we said
It's
this
the
about
social
chess. Like with chess, you could get into it a little bit, but if you want to be like really good, you have to like really go for it
Yeah.
and play like game after game after game.
Yeah.
Homebrewing, you could get into a little and
Yeah.
get a Mr. Beer kit like we did.
Yeah.
But if you want to like really get into it, you got to spend money. You got to really research what you're doing. So I don't think I'm quite there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Going to a brewery, perfect online date, I would say. What do you
Ooh,
think about that?
I'm
Mm.
into that.
All right. Baking versus sandwiches. Chris.
Wow.
These go hand in hand.
This is a tough one. They do go hand in hand.
I mean, obviously I know my answer. A banana bread sandwich, punks.
No, I'll say sandwiches. While I am a huge fan of it, it's not like something I really can like. I get excited about eating a good sandwich, but like I don't think it's an important part of my life.
Oh, this is shocking me. I thought you were going to go the other way.
It's tricky, but I think like, and I mean, I've only baked a handful of times recently, but I've always had a good time and been happier with the product than even if I make a good sandwich. I think that's how I'll sum it up. Making a good baked good is a lot more satisfying than making a good sandwich. So
Can I go?
with the baking? Yeah.
Andrew, can I go?
I want to
please?
go. I want to go. It's
All
not.
right.
It's not better than eating a good sandwich.
Let's
though.
go.
Jeez, Alex.
I agree.
Yeah, like sandwiches are. This is actually, I'm realizing I voted against both of these, so this is a surprising matchup for me. But I would say sandwiches is good, baking is fun, I guess, but it's not for me. I kind of noticed that. I wonder what I rated it, but yeah, I wanted you to tie break, Alex, so I'm saying sandwiches.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Eating something you baked, even if it comes out great, it's like, oh, this is great. But I would much rather be like, oh, like this new restaurant has like only 5-star Yelp reviews, and they supposedly have the best chicken parm sandwich.
I can get behind that.
I would take a day. Heck, I'll take a week off just to go and get that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like that. In fact, I would rather do that. Like I would like making my own sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And maybe baking my own baked goods gets a notch above. But buying a better baked good or buying a better sandwich,
Yeah.
no
I
doubt.
agree.
I agree.
I'm going to buy a better
All right.
sandwich.
All right.
All right, sandwiches moving on. Next one, last one of this round: vacation versus pre-gaming.
Well,
Oh, this is tough.
This is tough. Anyone want to go first? Alex?
Pre-games, great. Vacations, great.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Tie. No. Pre-games are very good. Pre-games are great. It's fun. The social aspect is fun, but I think you get much more out of a vacation.
Yeah.
Because one, you're rejuvenated. You can rest up mentally and physically. Two, you could explore a different part of the world or a different culture or heck, a different sandwich. You know?
yeah.
Pre-games, they kind of start blending into each other after a while. Not that that's bad because they're fun and it's a great time, but vacations, you got the whole world, for Christ's sake.
Chris?
Yeah, I agree. Vacations, just a lot more fun. Kind of like what I've said. Like, well, obviously it's hard to compare the two, but I think that pre-games, I'm more excited these days about the breweries that we go to after, or like the bar that we go to after, versus that. So I think it's not even the most fun part of the night for me. So I did go vacations.
I'm just gonna go vacation as well. You kind of convinced me, Alex. There's so much more you can get. Pre-games is fun, but there's so much more you can get out of a vacation. You can go anywhere. All right, we're down to our final 8. First matchup, an interesting one: jigsaw puzzles versus escape rooms.
Wow, interesting. 2 types of puzzles. One jigsaw, one human-based.
Chris, you want to start?
I'll start this one. Both fun. Yeah, both good ways to work with people to accomplish something.
Yeah.
But I think I got to go with the escape room.
Yeah.
That was just such a good day.
Yeah,
I can't say
agree.
it enough.
Jigsaw puzzles are fine. I got much more joy out of the escape
I
room.
agree. I'm gonna make it a quick one. We've said our piece about jigsaw puzzles. Let's go with escape rooms. 3-0. By the way, I did want to. I'm gonna get some stats out for you guys because I'm keeping score. So far, sorry.
I don't have
Chess, Rubik's cubing, and breweries. Chess, Rubik's cubing, and breweries are only ones that are unanimous straight through. So those are the favorites: chess, Rubik's cubing, and breweries. Okay, moving up. The matchup everyone's been waiting for. Something that true hobbyists struggle with to this day. One of the great philosophical questions of hobbies. Chess versus Rubik's cubing.
I'd say honestly, like specifically
How are these not on 2 different sides?
when you talk about like
East versus West.
It's random.
when you talk about the true hobbyists, you're talking about the 3 of us. I don't know if most hobby circles.
I know.
I guess chess definitely less Rubik's cube, but 3 things we've talked about a lot.
Because you're right, we stumble upon these like weird Venn diagrams of hobbies.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like chess. I feel like chess and Rubik's cube might have a pretty thick Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Middle section.
Yeah.
You want to start it off?
But you're right. Maybe
I'll
not.
start. This is really hard for me. I was actually thinking because like I said, like you were saying, Chris, my Rubik's cubing skills have gone down since the episode. I haven't been doing it as much, and I'd like to get back into it. But like I have been playing a ton of chess. The tough thing is like I don't really want to get like that much better at chess. Like I was saying, I just play for like fun.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to get that much better at Rubik's cubing. I think in the end, I am going to go Rubik's Cubing just because of how much quicker it is than playing a game of chess and focusing my time on that. Even though currently I have been playing a lot of chess compared to Rubik's Cubing. So I'm going to go Rubik's Cubing.
Yeah, I'm going to counter. I think that the thing I like about chess is that, well, one from like a pure like Rubik's Cubing, I think I am satisfied with the fact that I can solve a Rubik's Cube. And
chess is so much more complex though, you know.
I'm satisfied that I can finish it. I think, not that I'm doing it to impress people, but people think it's cool. No one cares if I can do it in 30 seconds or a minute.
Right.
I don't like that part of Rubik's Cubing.
Yeah.
That people find it impressive.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
But people feel
I like
the same
impressing
about
people.
chess.
Yeah, so I think for me, I like the competitive aspect. I like learning like new things and like, I don't know. It's just fun.
There's so much more you can do with chess.
And I think with chess too, you kind of get your own your own little flex with it. You get your own style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. These days I've been playing a lot, so yeah, I chess.
I'm conflicted.
Yeah, I'm really conflicted
damn,
too.
This is tough. I don't like the part of Rubik's Cubing where people like maybe there's a bit of a stigma to chess too. But there's a stigma to Rubik's Cubing for people that don't know about Rubik's Cubing. It's either, oh, this person is impressive, or they're smart, or they care that they can solve a Rubik's Cube. I feel like I'm none of those. I don't care. I just enjoy Rubik's Cubing, and I don't want people to think about I don't want them to think I'm smart because I'm Rubik's Cubing, because we talked about this.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that. It's just
Just a
it's just
game.
like it's like muscle memory at this point. Maybe chess has a similar
It
thing.
does. It is
Like,
very similar.
People think you're smart just
If you're
because you
good
know
at chess,
how to play chess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's not the same. But I like sometimes if someone says, "Hey, do you want to play chess?" Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to sit down for a full game of chess right now.
It's the same thing.
And then they say, "Do you want to play Blitz?" And I'm like, "Well, if I'm not fully into it, why would I want to play Blitz? I'm gonna mess up." But I could easily see myself laying down, about to fall asleep,
Do a quick solve.
and
Couple solves.
my Rubik's Cube's too far on the other side of the room. I'm just gonna Rubik's Cube mime. No, like it's just it is what I envision a true hobby. My idea of Rubik's Cubing. Even when I'm not into it fully, there's versions of it that I could just kind of casually do.
I'm laughing because Andrew just spilled a water bottle twice.
I did.
Whereas chess, it's
Very
like
Alex's passionate.
chess is great, and I love it when I'm ready for it and in the mood for it. That's why I like playing these one-day games, because I don't have to sit down and focus all my energy on it. I could just kind of casually do it. But Rubik's Cubing it's all about that. It's a casual hobby. I'm going Rubik's Cubing, and it's tough. It pains me to say it, but I'm going Rubik's Cubing.
That was tough. I was conflicted the whole time. I liked both the arguments honestly, but I guess I'll stick with
Like
Rubik's Cubing.
if I was on my last swipe of the day on online dating, there's someone whose bio says, "I love chess." Someone whose bio says, "I love Rubik's Cubing." I would choose Rubik's Cubing, I think.
I don't know. I think I would probably choose chess.
I probably would too.
All right.
I don't know. Who knows? Okay. We're gonna move on to another heavyweight matchup: Catch versus Breweries. Maybe it's not that heavyweight for you guys, but
Nah. I'm going Breweries.
yeah. Go ahead, Alex. Chris,
That's
you
it.
want to go
That's
too?
it.
Yeah, I'm
I
going
think it's
Breweries as well. I
self-explanatory.
think. I think
We talked about Breweries a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think I'm okay with Catch's run ending here. I probably would pick it as well, but a lot of the things I like about Catch, I like about Breweries as well. So
yeah, it's mostly
I'm okay
about
with
people.
Okay.
so Breweries is moving on. Okay.
Wait, what did you pick?
I would pick Catch. Yeah.
Okay.
But too
Okay.
bad.
The next matchup is last one of this round: sandwiches versus vacations. My goodness.
This one's tough.
Wow.
I believe I just said I would take a day off for a sandwich. That's almost a vacation.
I'll start with this one. I think that I didn't like sandwiches initially, but now I'm kind of coming around to them. And think about how many sandwiches you could buy for the price of a vacation. My goodness.
Oh, whoa.
You're talking hundreds of chicken parms.
Wait, honestly, even if it was just one, that would be a dang good sandwich.
Yeah.
But I can't justify picking vacation. Being like, yeah, your PTO. I mean, we were just talking about this. It's great. It's so
Yeah.
fun. Time's off.
All right.
I got to go with vacation over
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Do you want to go, Chris? Do you want me to?
You can take it.
Here's the thing. I think if it,
You want to be here all night?
I think if it was food versus vacations, I would pick food.
Mhm.
Like good food or whatever. I'm going out.
Yeah,
to
I
because this
agree.
food's
I
supposed to be
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I really like sandwiches, but I also really like a bunch of different types of food. If someone says, hey, this local joint sells world-class quality, I mean, Gordon Ramsay's ranting over the crab rangoon there, I would say, I got to go. So it's not just sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. It's sandwiches versus vacation. So I think you're right. The PTO is too sweet. I'm going vacations.
Chris?
And it hurts me to say it.
I was gonna go vacations as well.
Yeah,
it
can
was
we go back to sandwiches
'cause
this
if
one
a
after
girl-
getting rid of it and
if-
like a easy?
If there was an online dating situation and someone said I love sandwiches and I love vacations, you
You'd
know
pick
I would pick
yeah,
sandwiches.
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
go vacations. Even though I was close because I was thinking back to recent vacations, and one of my favorite memories from when I went to Los Angeles was this one sandwich. I
Yeah,
had.
I was gonna
And
say
that's fine. That's
Yeah.
good.
like how if you go on vacation, you're looking up best breweries around. I'm also on Yelp looking up what the
Yeah,
good food is
every time.
I was just doing that like, my last vacation. Like
Yeah,
But
but yeah, vacation.
you're still on vacation. Yeah,
All right. Our
'Cause
final four.
that sometimes makes the food even sweeter, knowing that you're getting paid for it. PTO baby.
Our final four. Escape rooms, Rubik's Cubing, breweries, and vacation.
I'm shocked. Honestly,
lot.
It's a
Good.
weird. Yeah,
I'm
weird
shocked
four.
escape rooms made it this far.
Me
Yeah.
too. And we can talk about it right now. Escape rooms versus Rubik's Cubing. I'm going to have Chris go.
Yeah. I think so. Rubik's Cubing, like I said, like I got to the point where I can solve it consistently in under, I don't know, 40, 50 seconds or so.
Well,
I think
you're smart.
I am smart. And I'm satisfied with that. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I don't have really, I know there's a few major like algorithm things that I could memorize that would help me significantly.
Yeah.
That these guys know. I don't think I'm ever going to learn them.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it's not going to be a once a week thing, it probably won't ever be a once a month thing. I think I could go with the escape rooms.
Yeah, I don't think
A
they're intended
blast.
to be once a week.
Yeah.
Or
No way.
once a
No.
month.
No way.
Maybe once every 6 months. I could see if
Yeah.
you're a fan, a
Yeah.
big fan.
Yeah. What if like we go to this rock climbing gym where it's like membership and they changed up parts of the wall? What if it's like that where you could get a membership to an escape room?
That would be. That's
That
a good
would be
idea.
cool.
That's a good idea, actually.
Alex, I'll have you go next.
All right. One of my greatest memories from this podcast, maybe even my life, was when we were at a restaurant.
I remember this.
And
I remember this
I'm there
so well.
solving my Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
And I strike
This is
gold,
after the Ninja Gym, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I get a PR. My personal record Rubik's Cube.
And didn't you break some sort of like?
It was sub 30.
Sub 30. I think I got 29 seconds.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you think this episode we were giddy? I
Yeah.
jumped up and down, clapped my hands above my head. I was more giddy than ever. It was great.
Yeah, I
I
actually
loved
slammed the table.
And we were at this pizza place where like the guys were all like kind of like old timey. And they're like, huh? What are these nerds doing?
Genius. Get this boy a slice. But now when we left the escape room, we solved it or whatever you want to say. I was happy,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't even touch that.
Wow.
I got to go Rubik's Cubing. And if I was by myself solving that cube 29 seconds, it wouldn't have been the same. It's because I was with friends, Rubik's Cubing, we were all having a good time.
Sandwiches.
So I'm going sandwiches.
This is
So it's tough, but it's really not tough. I knew Rubik's Cubing.
this is actually really tough for me, and I think the reason I'm leaning the way I am is because, as you were saying, escape rooms made it this far. I was really like, oh yeah, that's so great, and then I thought about the little things at our escape room that were annoying. Them randomly trying to help us.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
That's true.
like the weird like
The fact that we kind of
LARPing angle, like
Yeah.
like why can't like right, like it was like pick one, like either be really into the thing
right.
and don't help us, or like be like, oh, have a good time.
Yeah,
and,
it's like we solved it with an asterisk almost.
Yeah.
And we paid money for it. Like
That's true.
But at the same time, the variety of potential escape rooms versus a Rubik's Cube, there's
gonna
only
be the
so much
same
you could
6
do.
colors
Like,
every time.
No
do I
way.
really want to continue solving a Rubik's Cube
do you
over
think
and over again?
there are many more varieties of a Rubik's Cube?
What are you talking about? It's the same thing, though.
Oh, I thought you meant like configurations. I was like, that's like a.
Oh.
I don't know. That's like the world's biggest
Probably
number.
like more stars in the sky, or more than stars in the sky, or something.
But you're right. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, I really don't know. Okay, I think I have to go Rubik's Cubing. It's just the one. It's like, if I listen to this in a month and I'm like, Andrew, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
you really want escape rooms?
I will
Like,
say,
I like
I
escape
was
rooms
gonna
a
be really
lot.
upset. if you
Rubik's
wanted-
cubes
Yeah.
are referenced probably
Yeah.
more than
Too
any
much
other
to get-
hobby.
rid
I'll
of
be
it,
really excited when my future son solves his first Rubik's Cube.
Yeah,
I could care less if he gets out of the escape room.
Right.
lock him in there.
All right, so Rubik's Cubing is in the finals. Next semifinal matchup: breweries versus vacations.
Wow.
Ooh, this one's tough.
Who just started that one?
Chris did.
Okay,
I'll
you
start.
can go, Alex. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can go.
Vacations are sweet. Endless possibilities. Breweries are also great. A lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
Maybe not as endless.
Yeah,
This one is really hard.
this is hard.
Because I'm trying to think. I love going to breweries. It's fun. It's great.
Mhm.
But if I'm on vacation somewhere out of the United States, am I going to be like, oh, I can't wait to hit up this brewery? I don't think I would.
No.
I think there would be a ton of other things I would want to do before doing that. Now, if I'm in a U.S. city, it's probably pretty close to the top of my list because I get listen, I can only go to so many Hard Rock cafes or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But when I'm in another country, I want to dive into that culture more. But a brewery is such a fun time because the beer, the pals,
Pals.
the strangers around you having a good time. I think I'm going vacations,
Wow.
and it's not easy.
That's a good one. Yeah, I agree. I can take this one.
I think if
Or-
it was
Yeah, go.
if it was beer versus vacations, it'd be different.
yeah,
Or
Things
if it
are
was
getting tense here.
if it was brewery versus a long weekend, it'd be different.
yeah. I think, like you said, when I'm going on a vacation, I think breweries are towards the top of the things I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I'm planning a trip. I'm working on planning a trip with some people in the winter. Costa Rica right now is an option,
nice.
which I'm hoping we actually do. And when I first thought of it, I was like, oh, if there's a brewery, I don't care about breweries there. But if I was there and I found out there was a local brewery who does some funky beer, of course I'm going to that.
I know. See, to me, I just feel like the beer wouldn't be as good. But
Yeah.
that's that's an ignorant
It's an
statement on my
experience.
part because I don't know.
But when I think about it, so in that same conversation where we were talking about this vacation, I was also talking about some breweries I'd been to recently.
Yeah.
And just thinking back on it, what was I more excited about? What conversation was more oh boy, I gotta do that. It's gotta be the vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just exciting. So many options. Yeah, vacations it is.
Okay, I actually would have gone vacations as well, though.
Nice.
This is tough. But the big thing I mentioned in the vacation episode is that when I'm older, I want to be instead of a material gift, let's take a vacation.
Yeah.
Vacations are that fun to me.
That's my favorite kind of gift. Even if
Yeah.
it's even if it's not a long vacation, if it's
Yeah.
oh, let's do this experience.
I
that's a
would even
few
say
hours-
here's
yeah.
a small one too, but one time for Christmas, my dad got us nice Patriots tickets, which
Yeah.
isn't a vacation, but it was still
Same idea, yeah.
Yeah.
a cool kind of experience.
Yeah.
So,
I think as
I
you get
think
into
it-
dating more too, a weekend away.
Mhm.
Oh, what a treat.
I think vacations are
A
a little
great
more
gift for, an
timeless
anniversary. Yeah.
compared to breweries. I think breweries versus escape rooms, the third place match. You want to just do a lightning round that quick?
Yeah.
No. You know what?
Okay.
No.
Breweries.
Dang it. I like in the World Cup, it's controversial to do a third place match, I think, because it doesn't matter. And then one team got fourth, which is
Yeah,
freaking
that's
awesome.
annoying.
And it's just
I guess.
fourth is good. And then it's but you lost your last two games. And
Yeah,
that sucks.
okay.
It sucks to
They
leave
should let the
that.
fourth place team.
But you got fourth.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
They
But
should let the
yeah.
fourth place team play against the worst team in the country after all this. I mean, in the world, yeah.
But escape rooms, congrats. You made it fourth. Okay. Rubik's Cubing versus vacation.
Wow.
Truly tough for me and Alex.
Yeah, can I take this one off?
Sure.
Well,
Oh, we're gonna.
We're gonna do it all at the same
let's just
time.
say. Let's do our final.
you could say
remarks
your final remark, Chris, if you want.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
My
like.
God.
Yeah, we're gonna all give it at the same time. Rubik's cubing is the hobby that we did for this podcast. Out of the 100 that I'd say that I spent the most time, I don't even know what the right word is. Not thinking about, because it's not like I was thinking about Rubik's cubing all day. But when I got home while we were really into it, I was sitting watching TV.
In
Yeah.
Rubik's Cubing. Yep,
Yeah.
same. Yeah.
I had it in my car most of the time, so I
Yeah.
would do it. And I something that I was excited about.
Man, oh man.
Vacations, it's just it's a treat, you know. What else can I say?
That's the big thing for me right now.
Yeah.
Vacations are a treat. They're not
But
a hobby
I
unless
think
you're, you know.
What I will say
Unless
is
you're
I'm
filthy, stinking
thinking
rich.
when I'm thinking about the winner of this, I'm considering the fact that we've done 100 hobbies, and I think you got to think about what this means to hobbies, challenges, and activities as a whole.
Let's end the podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Dang.
Can I go? Yeah. This is insanely tough. It's like two great things on one plate. Rubik's cubing, a Rubik's cube. On the other plate, 2 tickets to paradise. What do you decide? Man, I don't know.
You could go on a solo vacation.
Yeah, one ticket to paradise. Give me the cube. Give me the cube. No, I don't know. It.
You said they're both on plates.
I'm thinking like
Yeah,
fancy
like a platter.
restaurant, right?
A platter.
Sure, yeah. What would you fancy? You like open the little like that silver dish.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
It's a Rubik's cube. I don't know. This really is super tough for me. I just
Don't pick. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna pick. I'm not gonna give an inclination either. Really, I think that like vacations are like wicked fun, as I said too, and like they're so much more expansive than Rubik's cubes as well. Like you could do so much more. You can experience so much things, but they're expensive.
Yeah, expensive.
How about expensive? But also I'm thinking like, are Rubik's cubes that great? Am I hyping this up
Probably
too much?
not.
I don't know.
Here's what I think.
What do you think, Alex? Yeah, I'm
put a
done.
sock in it. All right. Here's the thing. I think back to the tournament that we just had mere minutes ago. Feels like hours, even days to some listeners that don't like this probably. And I think back to the ones that I felt good about. Sandwiches, breweries, just food, which I know wasn't one, but I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I think like that's kind of part of a vacation. It could be. But then I think back to Rubik's cubing. And I think back to what we said fondly about meditation and how it makes you feel good. Or what I thought about my security blanket of a car. That's also what I think about Rubik's cubing. Like if I'm stressed out or something, I can just pick up my cube and it's like it's like meditation. It's like just what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like when I used to like if you go out and shoot some hoops or something.
Yeah.
It's like
A former episode.
it's a mindless activity. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Mindless activity. It just to like clear your mind.
Yeah.
Or if you have something on your mind, it's a good thing to like get rid of everything else just so you can think about that one thing that's on your mind. So all you're doing is Rubik's cube.
Yeah.
So they both are more than themselves. You know?
That's what I was
It's not just solving a Rubik's cube. It's meditating. It's driving your car. It's eating food.
It's going on a vacation.
It's online dating even. Whereas vacation, it's it's everything. So this is tough.
It is super hard.
All right, I'm ready though.
I do have my decision as well.
Ready?
So for the folks at home, get ready. We're gonna do a 3, 2, 1,
and we're gonna
and then we're gonna shout out our
shout
answer.
it.
Okay. Who wants to? You want to count it down?
I'll count it down.
I do.
3, 2, 1.
Rubik's Cube.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
My goodness.
We're floating. We're drifting off into the
2
the
tickets to
heavens.
paradise. You could shove them up your rear, Butler.
Man.
When it comes down to it, I feel like you guys thought I might say vacations.
Yeah, I did.
But I think that it's just when I think about this podcast, I think about Rubik's.
I agree.
I agree. I think the big thing for me that pushed me over the edge was what Alex was saying towards the end is that like the amount of like time I put into Rubik's cubing, the amount of like times I would come back from a class or something, get the Rubik's
Just,
cube
like,
out,
decompress.
sit and do nothing and solve the Rubik's cube a few times was like it's exactly what hobby did I say this about?
It might be the same.
I said this about cycling. If I really liked it that much, I would have done something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's how I know. Mindlessly, I would just take the Rubik's cube and solve it like 10 times just for fun.
Yeah.
You know, that's the point where I cared that much.
Right.
As weird as that is, so that's why I
like
picked
what I
it.
said. I know when I get into a hobby because I get like obsessed about it.
Yeah.
It was to the point where like I was driving my car and I could see it and I would be like, do like one quick move. Like, gosh, I shouldn't. I'm driving. And then I would go to work
I've
I've
early.
only solved it
I would go to
hundreds
work
of times.
early just so I could sit in my car and solve a Rubik's cube.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler alert. That's sad.
Yeah. I'd say a follow up to that.
I loved it.
I'd be
And
on
I
the
still
phone.
do it sometimes.
When we were doing this was at this point my girlfriend and I were still living kind of far away from
Yeah,
each
we were
other.
still together.
And it was to the point where we'd be talking on the phone and she'd be like, put your Rubik's Cube away.
Yeah.
I can hear it. Man, sad. We're
No.
sad people.
No,
unbeatable.
it's not.
I
It's
love
like
it.
there's
No,
some.
yeah.
We talked about it during the episode too. It's like we had like such an awesome time with this. And I think a big reason why we can rate it so highly is because we talked about this in the episode. We never got into the like competitive like
Yeah.
I'm
It's
better than
just
you
for us.
like
We were in the. I bet we were. We were.
and we would
We
have
were
liked
in
that
like
less.
the 99th percentile. We weren't even in the 90th percentile, probably.
Yeah, we were.
You think?
Yeah.
Of the world, but maybe not.
I don't know.
of,
I mean, of like Rubik's cubers.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So we were just
definitely
like
not
casual
Rubik's cubers.
Rubik's
Yeah, we were
cubers.
casual Rubik's
But we
cubers. Probably
just-
better than average.
Oh yeah, we were
Yeah.
definitely in the
Yeah.
99th percentile of humans. So we're Rubik's cubes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. We didn't have to make it known that we were Rubik's cubers.
Exactly.
Whereas if we wanted to get that way with cycling, everyone would have known other
Mhm.
cyclists.
Yeah.
Or chess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. Wow.
What a great I
100.
love it. The first unanimous victory
Feels
in
good.
the end. So Rubik's cubing, we're gonna say its path just for fun. Rubik's cubing started out with humble beginnings against cryptocurrency. Never stood a chance. 3-0 win for Rubik's cubing. It defeated YouTube 3-0. Kind of softballs. Whatever. It went up against a Titan. Chess.
What did it get against chess?
I think I
2-1.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Against chess. Another Titan. Escape rooms.
That was the
Also
toughest
2-1.
Oh.
That one actually was the toughest one for me, I think.
Mhm.
Vacation was hard too, but
Finish
and
strong.
then a unanimous 3-0 against Vacation, and Vacation just did a unanimous 3-0 against Breweries. So really, escape
Dang.
rooms, you got fourth, but don't hang your head, dude.
Yeah.
You did a good
You
job.
did good.
Dang. All right.
All right.
Should we do? Wait. Should we save Rubik's cube versus going to the movies? For
I think we
another
should
time?
save it.
Let's
I
save
think
it
we should
yeah.
maybe for our final iteration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be
we
fun.
could do the last like 8
Yeah.
or whatever, and then like
yeah.
the winner like
But
probably doesn't compare to Rubik's watching movies based on the competition.
we'll see.
Anyway,
Cool. Should we?
Chris, I thought you had some stuff you wanted to say. No,
Nothing too good. I think we covered almost everything I wanted
Okay.
to talk about.
it is. We are going. I'm not going to say it. We're going long.
You want to say I like sandwiches, but honestly, not that much.
Guys, we've done 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm very happy
Thanks
that
for the
we've
support.
made it this far. Thanks for the support to the listeners.
Haters,
Obviously,
shove it.
yeah. As we said, at the
Honestly,
beginning,
thanks to the support from the haters.
Yeah.
Because they are my
classic
motivators.
haters. The haters. It's like a girl has a crush on you in elementary school, right? Oh, I need a hobby. They'll never do another episode of the. Oh, they're doing baking. I'll tune in. I'll tune in. And now they're here. Good job, haters. You made it to episode
Yeah.
100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shove it.
So haters, listeners, send in your picks. Maybe we'll post this. So if you can pick your favorite,
Yep.
send it to
Yeah.
gmail.com.
Did anything get robbed from the beginning?
Yeah, let us know what we
Reading, perhaps.
we snubbed.
I think.
Check
Reading
out
could've got
our
snubbed.
website, ineedahobbypod.com.
Oh, coming through with the plugs, Chris.
Some surprise plugs.
Yeah, here we go.
You can rate and review us there. We'd love it. After 100 episodes.
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least we,
Please,
Hey, we've
please.
done 100 episodes. Someone said we did 100 hours. Probably more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you put in the time behind the scenes.
You want to hear something sad?
And
Yeah.
then social media, I Need Hobby Pod everywhere. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up.
All right. Thanks for the support. See you next week.